Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab. And tonight, we will be talking about it all. The whole Kwame Brown, Charlamagne, Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson, Stephen A., and all the rest of these niggas. So, without further ado, click that like button, click that subscribe button. Let's share this out. And yes, I am on time. What you know about it?
Yeah. I don't ever remember feeling like this. But I'm out here in these YouTube streets. So I want you to get your fingers.
I don't know what you're doing.
I want you to
right
get
now,
your
but
mouse.
I want you to check me out.
And I want you to check me out.
Get ready to do this. It's the Relationship Rehab. Like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you live. So come on, let's take a ride. Then subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click that link and listen up to what I'm telling you. It's the Relationship Rehab.
Click that link right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Brian Redmond, and I just want y'all to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I want you to let me know what you think. I'm gonna talk about some things, you can talk about some things, and we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about having a conversation, right? I mean, if we can't talk to each other, then, I mean, what are we really here for? I want y'all to be able to just come over to my channel, talk to me about what's going on with you, and I can tell you what's going on with me, and we can build some things, you know what I'm saying? That's all about growth, baby. So click that link, go ahead and swipe on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Share my content. It's just get me out here, baby. Cause we just talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like doing what I'm doing because it's about the people. It's about us having a conversation with each other. It's about us discussing whatever needs to be discussed. And on these YouTube streets, this is the best place to do it, baby. Like, share, and subscribe. That's right. Click the link. Click the link. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's out here that's already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all ain't the first one, and y'all ain't the last one. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that click the link, that click the share, and then subscribe to your boy. Cause we gon' grow this thing together, baby. Relationship rehabbing, United Guns of America. To the world, blow up, baby. Yeah. Click the link, baby. Click the link, baby. Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to send a shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. That's why I do this. It's for the love of us, baby. I appreciate all of y'all. Ooh, we gon' do this thing. We gon' do this thing right here, baby. Hey, look, if you at a computer right now, just go ahead and click your link. What else you got to lose, baby? Tell me what you think. Hit the comment section. You can jump on the live panel. We do it all here. That's what it's all about. So come holler at your boy. I've been doing this for years, but I just got onto this YouTube thing. So hey, let's see what it do and where it can go.
To United Guns of America. Just click the link and listen up to what I'm telling you, telling you. What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab, and I need you to do two things. What are those two things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's two of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff, anything that's happening. I'm willing to have a conversation about it, so come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.
Hey, man, I am on time. I don't want to hear shit I'm on time. I'm on time. I'm on time. I can't believe it myself. I'm telling you right now, I can't believe it, but I'm actually on time. Technically, I was really like 2 minutes ahead of time. So I don't know what's gonna happen on this show. I know the last time I came on early. I try not to come early, but sometimes it's just how it is. But when I did come on early, the whole thing, YouTube just was broke and everything went whack. But tonight, I said I was gonna come on at 11:30. I started going live at 11:28. So this is gonna be a really special show. I just feel it in my bones. So that's what's up. But I want to say shout out to everybody that came through, that tuned in. Everybody, please click the like button, click the subscribe button so we can go ahead and get the show popping. Yes, indeed. So, but you know what? Let's do a little different. Tonight, I'm going to go ahead and start out with my favorite part of the show. So let's go.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so y'all all know why we here. But before we do that, I have to let y'all know about something that took place today in my life. Today, I had what you would call one of many proud daddy moments. Let me tell you something. Today, my little girl completed the 2nd grade, right? And this was like the first time they like allowed parents in the school since the whole COVID thing started. Thank God we in Texas and they put our kids back in school early. They've been in school for quite some time now, so I'm so glad that they did that. But when you have that moment where everybody's at the school, all of her classmates, her entire 2nd grade class is there, all of the parents who could be there, because it was at like 9:30 in the morning. Thank God that it was a day that I was able to be there. So I'm so glad I was. But when they called my little girl name and she got a citizen award for being a good citizen, she got her completion of 2nd grade. But then she turned it up and she got a honor roll, and then she got the principal award. Let me tell you something. I was so proud of my little girl today. I'm talking about, man, I was about to shout out inside the place, like, because you know everybody got to be quiet until the whole class go up, because if not, you be there all day. But you know, so when they calling the kids' names and their accomplishments or whatever, you know, you got to be quiet. But when they said all the stuff that she did, I wanted to say, girl, we going to Cold Stone and we going to celebrate all day. I just wanted to blurt out, but I said, no, I'm not going to be that loud, ignorant black parent. I'm not going to do it. And I must say, I was very, very happy with the black parents that were there, because none of them was ignorant saying, forget that, this my baby up here. We didn't have none of that today. It was a very nice, very what do you call it, elegant, or just, it was so classy. That's my word, not elegant. It was classy, and all of the kids got to be celebrated. It was wonderful. I really, really enjoyed it. It's like, man, it's just one of those things where, you know, your kid put in work. And that was one of the things that we struggled with this year, was my kid's work ethic. And I had to explain to her, you have to work, sweetheart. It ain't all playtime. It ain't all having fun. It ain't all, you have to work. And she was so excited today that she had those accomplishments. So when I'm talking to her from daycare, she was like, Daddy, I was so proud of myself that I said, you know what, sweetheart, you earned that. I said, you earned all of those accolades that you got today, and you earned it because you worked hard. I said, all of those days when we came home from school and you didn't want to do extra study time, you didn't want to do extra work to, strengthen your math and your reading and stuff. I said, it all paid off. I said, so those days when you were tired and you worked hard, I said, it paid off, didn't it? She was like, yes, it did, Daddy. It paid off. She was so happy. But I was on the inside so much more happier than she was, because I know not only did she get what she deserved and she made me so very proud, but I clearly saw that moment where it clicked. The hard work pays off. It clicked in her mind. At 8 years old, she's got it figured out. She ain't afraid to work. She's not afraid of hard work. She's not afraid to grind. And it's like, that's one of the things in just providing the type of lifestyle that I provide for that my wife and I provide for our children. I don't ever want them to lose that. So no, my kid don't have to worry about no drive-by shooting. No, my kid don't have to worry about no gangbangers. No, my kid can go to the park and ain't no hypes or no weed heads out there. Ain't no nonsense at the park or at the pool area. None of that stuff. She's in a very nice neighborhood, but she understands what hard work is, and that is like so important. It's like so many parents in today's world, we're so focused on trying to give our children everything that we don't teach them how to work. And if anybody's watching this, I want you to make sure that you do that. You want to be a good parent. You want to give your kid the things that you didn't have. You want to, you want them to have all of those wonderful things. Yes, but you have to make sure that you teach your kid how to work. You don't give them everything. You make them work for the things that they get. So that was my moment today. I was so full. I was so just happy. Just you talking about just like, yes. I actually gave her to Michael Jordan today when they called her for that principal award. I was like, like, let's go, baby. So that was just one of my proud daddy moments today. I'm telling you, man, my day could not be messed up after that. I was so full. It was, man, talking about just so proud. So I love my baby girl. I'm so proud of her. I can't wait till my son got to step up and got to work even harder than her, because, hey, he got to get it too. But with that being said, spend time with your kids, work with your kids, even when you're tired, even when you don't feel like it, when you're sleepy, put that work in, because you will get it out. We didn't go to Cold Stone, Covette, because she changed her mind. She said she wanted Chick-fil-A today. I was like, we can go Cold Stone, we can get an icy, or we can go to Chick-fil-A. She said, I want an icy. We almost at the icy spot, and then she said, no, Daddy, I want Chick-fil-A. I said, Chick-fil-A it is, girl. So we went to Chick-fil-A. Actually, I tried this new drink at Chick-fil-A. They gave me a free one. It's a Sunjoy. It's the little Arnold Palmer, the lemonade and iced tea. Pretty good. Pretty good. So with that being said, moving right along, I want to talk about Kwame Brown just a little bit. I want to talk about Kwame. I want to talk about Matt Barnes. I want to talk about Stack 5. I want to talk about Charlamagne. I want to talk about Stephen A. I want to talk about all these niggas for a little bit, because this is, in my opinion, I think this is one of the best moments that has happened for just everyday, hardworking, real men. Masculine, alpha male, I do what I gotta do to get it done, men. I like this. And at first I thought I didn't want to do nothing about it because everybody's doing something about it. But then I said, no, I'm going to do something about it because everybody's doing something about it. This is one of those things where, and I urge all of us men, especially us men that are content creators, us men that are on social media, on your Facebook, on your Instagram, you need to support this move that Kwame made, because it was one of those, and shout out to my brother Easy, it was a Lemony Snicket's moment. That's going to be my new shit that I'm going to start using. It was a series of unfortunate events that led to this, in what my opinion is an awakening. Not like the TV show that used to come on in Chicago, The Awakenings. Not like that, but this is a different type of awakening. This is one of those moments where we all need to make sure we step up and say something about this and actually cheer this on, make it keep going viral. Shout out to Kwame Brown for his channel. Most of us in Soto Nation, we've been subscribers to Kwame Brown since he was on the show. And that was over a year ago. And I was always watching him then, checking him out. But it's like now that his subs done shot upwards of 200,000. His views is up to 500,000. He done blew D-fuck up. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. I hope you keep getting big and get bigger. Keep going. Because it's like one of those things where we actually have somebody who is telling it like it is from their own perspective, but it's centered in real, straight up masculine men shit. And I like that. I like it. I love it. I want more of it. He's telling it like it is. And the fact that he was a celebrity, sports figure, athlete, and all that shit matters. And the fact that he's able to do what he's doing on his platform and blowing it up, I'm all with it. But the message he putting out is the most important thing. And this is something that, of course, we all know Tommy been talking about for years. His 12 years in, he been talking about it. And it's like, it's just good to see another boost for that message to be getting put out there. A lot of the talking points, a lot of things that's been being said, we all know in Soto Nation that's what's been said from Tommy for years on top of years. So I'm just glad to see it actually getting even more momentum than it has been getting over the years. So that's what's up. But just real quick, to catch those up who may not have seen it, who may not really know what happened, here's kind of what happened in a nutshell. Stack 5, Steven Jackson, also known as Stack 5, and Matt Barnes, they have a podcast. That podcast is called All the Smoke. And pretty much what these dudes do is they're sitting in there in the studio, or they're sitting online or whatever. They're online and they are basically talking to other basketball players, celebrities. They didn't have Snoop Dogg on there. They didn't have my man Shaquille O'Neal. Just a lot of different celebrities, and they just, pretty much interviewing them. That's all they're doing. They're interviewing them, and they're talking to other athletes, or as Charles Barkley say, athletes. They're talking to other athletes about, what it's like being, in sports, what it's like being a professional ball player, what is it like being a celebrity, and just talking about those different things. So with that being said, the show they had with Jeannie Buss. Jeannie Buss is the chick who owns the Lakers. She's a part of the Buss family that own the Lakers. She was on this show, and she was just talking about, what had happened and how things transpired with getting Kobe and just all of the things that happened just in transition. And the trade came up to where they had traded Pau Gasol, or was it Mark Gasol? It was Pau Gasol and Kwame Brown. And so with that trade, she just said what it was. Like, yeah, then we had to trade with Pau Gasol and Kwame. And that was a 2-for-1. When she said that, Matt Barnes took his shot and said, no, it was a 1-for-1. saying or implying that Kwame wasn't a whole player. He was a non-factor. He wasn't really a player. Powell was the only player in the trade. He said it, and Stack 5, a.k.a. Steven Jackson, co-signed with it. They kiki, they laughed, jokey, and it was kind of like Jeannie Buss was kind of just like I don't really get it, but whatever, and kept it going. But they actually, cracked their jokes, shot their shots, made their little jabs and their little digs. Okay, fine. Now, they have another show. And on this next show, you got Gilbert Arenas, Agent Zero. Gilbert Arenas is on the next show. And now, with them being on the next show, what do you think Stack 5 and Matt Barnes, also known as now Becky with the good hair, what do you think they did? It was Marc Gasol? Okay, right. They traded the draft rights for Marc Gasol for Powell. Okay, there we go. That's what it was. So I knew it was the Gasol something. I don't know which brother it was, but they was both involved. Got you. Thanks, Super Marcus. So then Gilbert Arenas was just talking about what was going on with the little shots or whatever. And not with the shots, but just talking about playing with Kwame because Kwame was in Washington. So then what did niggas do? Niggas just ain't gonna stop, will they? No, they won't. They gonna keep going, keep pushing the envelope. They gotta keep on fucking with niggas all night. They just kept on. And then Stack 5 came with his shot, said, Matt Barnes says that, Kwame Brown was the number one draft pick and was the best draft pick, of all other first round draft picks. He's just a great player. He's a superstar. Steady digging in. So at this point, Kwame Brown said, fuck that. I'm about to put it out here and I'm going to tell these niggas what these niggas is on and what these niggas is really about. And rightfully so. Because my thing is this, as he stated, you don't know where somebody came from, and to come up and to say what they did and where they are today, you gonna take shots at that. You want to talk about him as a player and talk about him like stat-wise, that's one thing. That's one type of critique. But to call a dude a bust repeatedly over and over again, because this shit has been going on, 10 years? Easy. 10 years easy. He was in the league, 12 years? This shit been going on 10 years easy. And Stephen A. Smith has been one of the main motherfuckers beating the Kwame Brown is a bust drum. Over and over again. And he made a hell of a point saying, why do y'all feel the need to tear down or to just talk about me being a bust over and over again? Because if you look at his numbers, even though he was a number one pick, he was pretty much on par with most average big men in the league. Now, one of the things that I heard, what's the big dude name? Oh, crap. The big dude was on somebody's podcast, Jason Whitlock. One of the things Jason Whitlock said, talking about Kwame Brown and his career, and Kwame Brown said this too, was just talking about him coming into the league at 18 years old. And when he said, I never really looked at, I really wasn't, it wasn't a thing to me what Kwame, because Kwame Brown wasn't a Chicago Bull, and I was all Bulls back then. I mean, I'm rooting for the Bulls. But the fact of the matter is, I never looked at Kwame Brown as a bust. There are a lot of players that don't necessarily live up to the number one draft pick potential. And if you want to talk about their level of play, you want to talk about their stats, that's one thing. But to just say that somebody's a bust, it's not necessary. How many 7-footers are drafted? How many 7-footers? And when you talk about white boy 7-footers, and I ain't trying to go there, but I'm going to go there. When you talk about white boy 7-footers, you want to talk about bust. I guess if you're going to say they're bust, you're going to have to go down a whole long line of motherfuckers that are potentially bust players there. There are plenty of players where you say, well, man, he being a 7-footer in the NBA. There are plenty of 7-footers that don't live up to what you would think a 7-footer would do. And in that whole list, Kwame Bryant ain't at the bottom of that list. He's definitely not at the bottom of that list. It's like that in itself would be like, well, if you're going to compare the dude and you're going to talk about his career, which is fine, look at his stats. You talking about a big man, he a big, and he averaging what, 8 and 8? Where is the oh man, he's just terrible. Where is that? Where is that? I mean, I don't get that. It's like there were several other big men that even when he talked about how Stephen A fucked up his money, that shit to me was bogus as hell. I didn't know that until he put that shit out there. It's like the fact that we did this as black men over and over and over again. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's like he had just so many points, and it was one of those things to where you say, and I had to think about it to see, because I was trying to be as fair as possible in the situation, and it's like, what about other players that have been so-called bust? And I thought about it, and I said, think about this, and just hear this. How many white sportscasters, white podcasters do you hear talking about white players that are so-called bust? How many? When was the last time you seen a show or a broadcaster or some sports analyst talking about Ryan Leaf? When was the last time you heard one talking about Matt Leinart? Just saying, when was the last time you heard one talking about Christian Laettner? I'm just saying, I'm sure some people, y'all can throw some names out there, but just think about that. When was the last time you heard those people just talking about them? Like bringing them up every chance they get. Oh man, you got this player coming into the league. Oh, I hope he don't do a Ryan Leaf. You don't hear it. You don't hear it. I don't know who Shepard is, but you don't hear it. It's like it's one of those things where I had to really like think about it. And I said, man, this dude is really like onto some shit. And when you're talking about a league, especially in basketball, that's dominated by black players, I mean, man, what if I don't take over the league as a big man and win a championship? Am I a bust then? What is the criteria of a bust? What is the criteria of somebody? Yeah, Brian Reeves, that's a great one. It's like, what is that criteria? Yeah, Christian Laettner was on the dream team. He wasn't a part of the fucking dream. I ain't shit. Christian Laettner absolutely was on the dream team. He was not a part of the dream. He was not. Christian Laettner was, he was not. He just wasn't. He was amongst greatness. He would have been better off keeping score and doing the book. That in itself, that lets you know that dude right. And that should have been Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq was supposed to be on that team. His nigga said he still got a metal. All right? Change that T to a D, sir. a metal. He still got a metal. But I'm just saying, when you go back and you look at that over the years, I mean, you talking about plenty of players that may not have been what you thought they would be. And if you want to talk about the stats, like Jamarcus Russell, thank you, Tony. Jamarcus Russell came into the league and literally was just like, I'm not trying to play this game. Put on 50 pounds, was showing up late, didn't want to do no work, didn't want to read no playbook, didn't want to study shit. He was like, fuck y'all. I'm here. I got this contract. I'm getting this check, as much money as I can get until I get fired. I'm just fucking with you, Ryan. That was funny. But it's just one of those things where you look at it and saying, I don't care about anybody. You want to talk about somebody's stats. You want to talk about the fact that somebody played and how they played the game, their approach to the game. Like me, I can't stand Jay Cutler. And I don't like Jay Cutler. You can look at Jay Cutler's stats, and he has some moments where Jay Cutler was playing pretty good. But I don't like Jay Cutler because he don't have no heart. He is a trash player to me. He was a waste of the Bears' money. They literally could have just given that money to the homeless. They could have sprayed that money out of a huge money gun off of the top of the Sears Tower. It would have been to better use than what they spent with Jay Cutler. So it's like, I'm not going to say Jay Cutler's a bust. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to talk about his play. So it's like, there are plenty of players that I don't like that in my opinion, were trash. Like, straight up trash. Like, what's the big boy we had for the Bulls that came from Utah, and he came over to the Bulls, the center, the big man. I called him the big fur coat. I can't think of his damn name. I know somebody going to think of it. But I called him the big fur coat because he was the biggest, softest motherfucking big man I've ever seen. Not Brad Miller. Black dude. Came over from Utah and was on the Bulls and was just, in my opinion, straight trash. Nope, not Jakim Noah. Somebody gonna get it, but he was on that team with Noah. No, him and Noah was there at the same time. Bigger dude, gave him some money and everything. They paid up the ass for this dude to get to come to Chicago. Boozer, yes, Carlos Boozer, the big fur coat. He was the biggest, softest big man I've ever fucking seen. I hated Carlos Boozer. He was soft as hell, big 7-foot motherfucker, want to shoot jump shots. Boy, ain't nobody bring you here for that. And had a fucked up shot at that, right? That crooked ass shot. I hate Carlos Boozer. So it's like, I can talk about his game, how he played. He played like a fucking buster. He was a bum, in my opinion. But I'm just saying, when you go and you look at what somebody has done and where somebody has come from, you talking about their game is one thing, but to just to take a player and to just put him in a category of just saying like, hey man, this dude is a fucking bust. And when you look at his story, how he came into the league and the situation he came into, like when I was talking about how he came into he was number one pick, was on the whatchamacallit, on the team with Mike, and he was supposed to get traded for Elton Brand because Mike was still trying to win. And because that trade fell through, Mike bullied that motherfucker. And I could understand that. And that dude said, 18-year-old kid getting bullied by not just Michael Jordan, but he getting bullied by Jerry Stackhouse. He getting bullied by Charles Oakley, who was bullying niggas way back in the fucking 80s. Charles Oakley was bullying motherfucking Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant and all them niggas. He was known for being a bruising ass, slap your ass for just the sake of slapping the motherfucker type of motherfucker. Plain and simple. That's how that motherfucker was. He was just that type of nigga. Charles Oakley was just that. He was from the old school of basketball, and he was just on that shit. Me personally, the shit that I've heard about Charles Barkley and the shit he done did to people, I'd have shot Charles Oakley. On the real. All that shit about bringing guns into the locker room, I'd be like, man, you hit me like that again, nigga, your career gonna be over and I'm going to jail. Cause I'm gonna shoot your motherfucking ass when we get outside, nigga. You ain't gonna motherfucking be doing me like that. Motherfucking Oakley was slapping niggas, choking niggas, stealing on niggas. He was doing that shit. That's where Mike got it from. Nigga, I can't shoot Mike because I become just public enemy number one, but I will shoot your motherfucking ass. Charles Oakley, don't nobody get no fuck about you. That's what I'd have told that. Oh, everything I love, that's what I'd have told that nigga. I'd be like, Charles Oakley, don't nobody care about you. I know Mike and them care about you and all the other players like you, but the fans don't give no fuck about you, Oak. I will shoot your motherfucking ass, nigga. Hit me again like I'm your motherfucking some nigga on the street. Slap me one more time. I'm here to play basketball. And if I fuck up, get on my ass. But you ain't gonna be slapping me, nigga. Fuck that shit. I'll be like, Oak, you will be dead. And Mike and all these niggas will be carrying your casket, nigga. Your kids and your wife and them, your hoes, they'll be crying. All these old ass niggas, Dave Corzine gonna come to your funeral. Dave Corzine, Orlando Woolridge, all these niggas coming to your funeral. I'm telling you, they will be. And they gonna be broke up because they know how much you meant to them. But me, I'm 18, man. I'm gonna do about 20 years and I'm gonna get out. Cause I got a little money from this check I just signed. And I'm going to get out. Fuck that shit. I'm just saying. But when you just talking about an 18-year-old kid, no father, in the NBA, number one draft pick, all that pressure of being a number one draft pick, and then the pressure of playing with your fucking idol, who you then find out don't like your ass because you supposed to have been traded for Elton Brand. Nigga. You tell me how many 18-year-old kids could have took that. You tell me how many 18-year-old kids could have dealt with the fact that your fucking idol, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, don't like you, fucking with you every chance he get, treating you like shit. You got motherfucking Jerry Stackhouse treating you like shit. You got motherfucking Charles Oakley treating you like shit. On a team that you just like, I'm just glad to be here with y'all. Hell yeah, you blame that shit on Mike. In my opinion, that shit, when I heard that shit and I just thought about that story, I'm telling you right now, that shit diminished Mike, in my opinion. That shit really diminished my opinion of Michael Jordan as a fucking player. Fuck the dude as a man. I don't give a fuck what the fuck he do as a man. That's his own personal life. But as a fucking player, as a fucking teammate, that I was very disappointed in Mike. That's the fact that it happened, the fact that he let it happen, the fact that he was a part of the shit happening the way it happened to that nigga, that shit diminished Mike to me. That shit chipped away. I took a chisel and a hammer and I chipped away at that GOAT status, nigga, on the real. I was just like, damn, Mike, that's fucked up. The fact that that kid was 18, man, come on, dude. That shit was bogus as hell. No matter how you look at that shit, the fact that you did that shit because you mad because you can't win, because you mad, nigga, that you can't go for ring number 7 because you didn't get Elton Brand. It is what it is, dude. But why you gonna take it out on this kid, though? How good do you expect him to be? Now, you supposed to be the motherfucker that make everybody around you better. You had a challenge in front of you, and instead of you taking on that challenge and being a real fucking man, you acted like a bitch and was mad and motherfucking straight sour grape this dude. That shit was terrible. I'm just saying that I don't give a fuck no matter how much you want to talk about how he approached the game. I understand that. How he played. Shout out to Nicole Watson. Thank you so much. how he played as a player, being the dominant player that he was. Part of being the man is you got to be the man all the time, and you got to be the man even when it ain't the best thing for you. That's just how it is. And the fact that he was like, fuck that, and treated that kid like that, 18-year-old kid. Now you got some old ass nigga like Luke Longley or some shit like that. I get that. You want to steal on motherfucking Steve Kerr? I get that. Steve Kerr fucking up that play and he talking shit and you want to yak on his ass? Hey, I get it. You know what it is, Steve. You know how Mike play. You know what he do. But for him to do that shit to a rookie, 18-year-old kid, fresh into the league, that's bullshit, dog. You are on everything I love, and you won't hear me say this too often, but Michael Jordan, you was a hoe ass nigga for that. Black, you a hoe ass nigga for what you did to that nigga. You and Oakley and Jerry Stackhouse. Y'all some hoe ass niggas for doing that to a young brother like that coming into the league. Straight the fuck up. No matter how you paint it. And my thing is too, the fact that Kwame never said nothing about that shit, that's a stand-up dude. That's some stand-up shit that he said that he did by not blasting the shit out, putting the shit everywhere, going out and saying, hey, he doing this to me, they doing that to me. He took that shit. He took it like a G. Like, he didn't know what else to do, but he took it. He took it. Shout out to Calvin Dixon. Hit your boy with $5. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And I think I heard some noise on my phone here. Some people hit me on the, yeah. My Ariana Watson hit your boy with $15. Thank you so much on the Cash App. And then somebody hit me on the PayPal. Let me see who it is. You know, it always take a minute for the PayPal to come up. My man Frank hit your boy up with $3.23. Thank you so much. He said, keep up the good work. You know you could be a stand-in for Keith Sweat. Man, I hate Keith Sweat. I hate Keith Sweat. I hate him with a passion. I hate Keith Sweat, dude. Oh my goodness. So shout out to my man Daniel Banks. Hit your boy with $15. Thank you, man. I hate Keith Sweat. Y'all remember? I don't know if y'all remember me and Tommy was on the show arguing about Keith Sweat. I can't stand Keith Sweat. But anyway, just getting back to it, it's like you go through all of that. And I say that to just say everything that you go through in your journey, being an NBA player, NFL player, it is what it is. But then once you come out of it and once you're done, you retire, it's like, what else do you want for somebody who plays in the NBA for 12 years? Jamarcus Russell did not live up to his potential at all. I don't even think he made it 3 years. I don't even think he made it 2 years. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they just cut Jamarcus Russell. Like, hey, man, yeah. I don't even know how many snaps he even took in the NFL. How many games he played in the NFL. Shout out to my man Billy Goat. Hit your boy with $10. Thank you, sir. But I'm just saying, when you talking about somebody that just say, hey, man, this dude was in the league for a year, 2 years, got cut, put on 85 pounds, and didn't do shit, didn't want to play, didn't want to do nothing. Till they got just tired of him, just let him go. I'm just saying, that's just it. But then you're talking about somebody who played for 12 years. I don't get it. And then when you're talking about what your opinion is of that person's game, that should be like stat-based. Shout out to Scholar Boy, hit your boy with $5. Thank you, sir. That should be, you should say some kind of stats with that. You should talk like I talk about whatchamacallit for the Bears. We went to the Super Bowl in 2005. The quarterback. I called him a bum. Is he really a bum? No, but I can't stand him because he was in the Super Bowl and fumbled the ball 3 times as a goddamn quarterback. Who the fuck does that? I've never seen it before. I've never seen it. Shout out to Vanessa. She said, I'm on the Kwame train. I've never seen it before. That dude fumbled a snap. Rex Grossman fumbled a snap 3 times in the NFL. Name somewhere else y'all seen that before. One of the worst quarterback displays I've ever seen in my life in a big game like the Super Bowl. I cannot think of a Super Bowl quarterback that played worse than, I'm talking about not throwing interceptions. You're taking a chance. I get it. How do you fumble a football 3 times in the Super Bowl? This is what you're here for. How many snaps does a quarterback take in his lifetime? That's muscle memory. That's what I do. That's what I do. That's all I do. I'm just here. I'm here all day. Rex Grossman has probably taken over 5,000 snaps in his life, period. And you fumbled 3 times in the Super Bowl. I can't. I cannot. But when you get to what I was saying as far as just critiquing a player on what they do in the league, you looking at numbers. You looking at the way that they approach the game. You looking at what they did. I never took Kwame Brown to be a lazy player. I never took Kwame Brown to be somebody who didn't want to, who didn't attempt or didn't try to play the game at the best level he possibly could. Did not see that. All right, so you get past all of that, and now you have somebody like Stephen A. Smith who is talking about this man during a contract year. And Stephen A. Smith was knocking Kwame Brown because he was the number 1 pick, and he's knocking him because he's not living up to his standards, but his stats, as he said, his stats were in line with other big men that got $60, $70 million. And because of the shit that Stephen A. Smith talked, that man only wound up getting like a $25 million contract. Now, some people would be like, shit, $25 million is a lot of motherfucking money. It is to a broke nigga like me. You're right. But let me tell you something. If I had the ability to where I was on par and on course to make at least anywhere between $60 to $80 million, and it got knocked down to $25 million because another nigga was talking shit about me, nigga, I'd have a problem with that nigga. I'd have a serious problem with that nigga. So it's like, I get all of the shit that he put out there and that he finally just came out and said. That shit made sense like a motherfucker. And most niggas would have fucked him up for that. Nigga, you take $25 from a nigga, you get your ass killed. How many niggas you can take? You can't steal $25 from a nigga. You tell a nigga, hey man, I'm gonna give you $80, and you show up with 25, you getting your ass whooped. You get shot. Tell me you gonna bring me $80 that you owe me and show up with $25. I'm gonna smack the shit out your ass. Like, nigga, what the fuck you think I am, nigga? Shit. I'm from Chicago, nigga. That shit's crazy. So it's like, you have to, and all I'm saying is, you talking about all of this shit that's happening, and it's us that's doing it to us. That's just what it is. And here's the thing. When you look at all of these shows, and they're talking, all of these sports shows, and just go back and or when you're watching them from here going forward, look and see how many of these white sportscasters, these white sports analysts are actually just shitting on white players. And that's one of the things that I liked about what Kwame did, was because it made me look at all this shit in a different light. Because you don't see it. It's always the niggas that's being the heavy. They'll talk about, oh, I don't like his game, or I don't like the way he's playing. But just like dogging a motherfucker, he's a bum. He's trash. Whatever the case may be, you don't see it. You don't see it. Look, case in point, what's my man from Washington? The dude that that lives, he's from Michigan. Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins has been cashing the fuck in. Ain't won a playoff game, I don't think. And if he has, it's only been one. And that's just recently. But he had a quarterback franchise tag. He was getting racks on racks on racks. I'm talking millions of dollars. Kirk Cousins getting millions of dollars with literally no production. No signs of even being a top tier quarterback. No signs of even playing on par with the upper echelon of quarterbacks in the NFL. But he's getting check after check. I'm talking he's had 3 big paydays. 3 big paydays. Kirk Cousins. 3 big paydays. He's a game manager. That is not a stat, nigga. Left third. Don't save him. He don't want to be saved. Don't save him. He don't want to be saved. He said he's a game manager. Boy, you better get your Let me tell you something. As an NFL quarterback, when somebody says their leading attribute is he's a game manager, boy, you got some work to do. You ain't shit. He's a game manager. He's a game manager. It's supposed to be like one of the last things you say about him. Like, yeah, he got a good arm. He's very smart. He can throw the ball in tight spots. He's clutch, and he can manage a game. That's how you throw in a game manager. You can't lead with that left third. You can't. He's a game. That's just like talking about a basketball player. That's like talking about a basketball player, and you say he's a free throw shooter. Go ahead on. Oh my goodness. You just can't do that. Oh my goodness. You can't do that. Malik Yusef. I wonder if that's Malik from the Hundreds. He said, yo, I was like Breakfast Club at 12 a.m. Yep, that's right. Oh man. So you cannot lead with he's a game manager. Just like when you're talking about NBA basketball players, you can't lead with he's a free throw shooter. It's like, yeah, talking about, hey man, Steph Curry, man, he's such a wonderful free throw shooter, man. I mean, he's just ice water on the free throw line. It's insane. That's one of the ending attributes. That's one of the things you talk about after you've put all of the bullet points. That's like icing on the cake. That's the thing that puts it over the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he can do all of these things, and he's a free throw shooter. He's an excellent free throw shooter. Yeah, so all I'm saying is, though, when you see those guys getting critiqued, you never hear anybody bashing them, not bashing, but you never hear anybody trashing them and just saying that they're not any good. You don't hear anybody saying, you don't hear Caucasian, white folks, whatever you want to call it, you don't hear them trashing like we trash us. You just don't. And that is something to actually look at. That is something that should matter to us. You want to critique somebody's game? Hey, man, I get it. There are plenty of players that I don't like. There are plenty of players that I will say are trash. And I will tell you exactly what it is about their game that I don't like. I will tell you what they've done. I will tell you about their work ethic. I will tell you about the tools that they don't have, the basics that they don't have, they just can't, bring about and say, hey, man, this guy don't do this. He don't do that. He can't do this. He can't do that. And they doing this and they put him in a position here. He shouldn't be there. I can do that. And I'm all good with that. But to just call somebody a bust and consistently put that on them as their thing and their stats don't dictate that, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That just is. That's one of those things. And it's like, until it was brought out and he said that shit, it really hit home with me to say, damn, we do that shit, man. We do that shit all the time. Me personally, I'm not a Matt Barnes fan. I swear to you, I don't remember the play. I don't remember the highlight reel. I don't remember anything about Matt Barnes that is like, oh man, do you remember that dude doing that? I just don't. I don't understand why that would be something where it's like, you got this person talking. Is Matt Barnes, and y'all tell me, is Matt Barnes one of the greatest players of all time? Is he as wait, what the fuck he say? What did he say? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? And why should you give a fuck? Read that live. Yeah, I just did. What the fuck is your point? Niggas, goddamn. But anyway, when you talking about just somebody actually saying, hey, who this person is, it's like, if that's somebody like Shaq talking about this nigga, or as Shaq say, somebody who got G14 clearance, it's like, where is Matt Barnes at to say, hey man, this dude here, man, he got game. He's one of the best that ever did it. It's like, I've never seen that about him. That's why I said I can't remember the play. I can't remember the move. I can't remember the highlight reel that, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. So it's like that shit is one of those things where you're talking about this person, you critiquing this person because you say, hey, I'm not one of the greats, or I was a good player, or I was a professional player, I was in the league. If you're going to critique him as a player and talk about him as a player. Don't just try to sum up and tell somebody what they is and talking about, yeah, you a bust, or you was a bust, you wasn't a player at all, and you wasn't that great. You wasn't that great. It's like, if they came out with the 50 greatest players of all time, you're not in the conversation. You don't hear nobody saying, hey, but Matt Barnes though. And even if you're talking about a bench player or a role player, there are a lot of great role players. Tony Kukoc, great role player. Big Shot Bob, probably the greatest motherfucking role player. Just saying, it's like you can talk about certain people that are just like great role players. They were great players that say, hey man, this person wasn't the person that come out and drop 30 every night, but he was one of those guys that did his thing and was like, hey, Bruce Barnes, great Bruce Bowens, great role player. So it's like, I can remember those people. I can remember their moments where they like, oh yeah, this dude, he was off the chain. He was cold when he did that. He was sticking Kobe. He was going one-on-one against Kobe, and he's a role player coming off the bench. It's like, you can see that. You can talk about those people and say, oh yeah, I remember that dude. Right, Rick Fox. There are plenty of people you can say, and they didn't, like I said, didn't have a career. Oh man, he dropped 40, he did this, but they had their moments where they actually played and you could see the greatness in their game. I didn't see that in Matt Barnes. I've never have. I've never seen it. I cannot remember the Matt Barnes moments. So it's like, that goes to say, you somebody who's talking about, these other people, you're talking about other players, you should kind of have like a little pedigree with that. If you gonna talk shit. Now, if you're gonna critique a person's game, I get it. But you should be doing just that. Critiquing their game. Critiquing how they played, their approach to the game, what they did on the court, their stats, all that. Critique that. But you just trying to be the guy, oh, you was a good teammate. Hey, I get it. That's what Shaq even said about him. Hey, man, this dude was a stand-up guy. He's a great teammate. Okay, I get it. That's what he was to Shaq. But when you're talking about just moving on past that, hey, man, you should have a pedigree if you're going to try to go in. That's just like when people talk about, when you hear Shaquille O'Neal talking about Charles Barkley. What's the one thing he always say? Chuck, you never won. You ain't won shit, Chuck. You trying to tell me what I could have won, and you ain't never won. It's like, even when he told him, Google me, Chuck. Google me. I've been the MVP. I got rings. I got hardware. You can't tell me nothing about being a champion, Chuck. You ain't did it. And you was here in it. You was in the league. You had your time and you couldn't win. Well, I just couldn't get on the right team. I was just, I could have won it. You was in Phoenix. You was in Phoenix talking about, oh, hell yeah, we going to win. Hell yeah, we going to beat the Bulls. Yeah, okay. No, we didn't beat the Bulls that time. Oh, hell yeah, we going to win out here. I wasn't in Phoenix. That was, he was in Houston when he was like, oh, hell yeah, we going to do it. Yeah, nope. It's a wrap. Y'all didn't do it. Nope, you didn't get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. That was it. But let's go ahead and let's just get into this, because my thing was, after all of that took place and Kwame Brown was jumping up and down, like, as in his words, he was jumping up and down on all these niggas like a trampoline. And it was like, it was really good to see that what he was doing, he was just coming at them with straight facts. He was coming back at them with nothing but facts. Hardcore. This is what happened. That's what happened. Here's what I had. Here's what I was doing. Tell me, how is this? Tell me, how am I bust? I had this. I was on par with these other players. There were other players that were in my same category that y'all would never call a bust, have never called a bust, but you're saying that I am. How is that? I was on par with most of the big men in my same class, in my same time frame, doing contract year. We was doing the same thing. How am I bust? And them niggas still ain't answered that shit. Still ain't answered it. And it's like, when you talking about other players that you said, how many other players do they say that about? How many number one draft picks have come into the league and not been what they thought they would be, and they're being labeled as a bust? I don't remember. The last 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 number one draft picks, how many of them are called bust, and that's their title, that's their thing. That's what they're known for. Don't happen. It's not happening. So that shit matters. So after all of that went down and the back and forth went, it was really something to see how Matt Barnes responded and what Charlamagne did. It, to me, was just totally unnecessary. You went and you got involved in some shit that had nothing to do with you. Nothing at all. That shit had nothing to do with you. Why Charlamagne even said something, I get the fact that y'all podcast mates or whatever the hell you want to call it, y'all boys and y'all cool. I'm not going to go out there and then talk about, and he went and did some old doxing type shit. He did some doxing type shit. He went and got into this man's family. Not what he did, what his family did. And made it, y'all stop messing with Kwame Brown, man. He crazy. It's like, why would a man go and do something like that? Why would you go and why would you feel it's necessary for you to go out, find out what this dude family history is, just and especially with y'all being from the same area, why would you feel it necessary to talk about this man's family history? And it turned out to be these are family members Kwame didn't even have no association with. Like, he didn't even know his brother. He hadn't met his sister until like recently. It's like, why would you feel the need to go and put that out there? And the fact that it is, just not positive shit. But you be the first one talking about we all got to stand up as brothers. We got to take care of each other as brothers and sisters. We got to do what was best for the black folks, and black people got to come together. But you go out and do this. So it's like, and then salute to Kwame Brown. He went and refuted and responded to all that shit. Yeah, Amanda, he tried to make it seem like he was, kind of standing up for Kwame, trying to, let them know y'all need to stop messing with it. Man, that was bullshit. I'm not going to go and dig up somebody else's family history and then put that shit out there as to why y'all shouldn't talk. Man, what that dude daddy did, you shouldn't be messing with him. Y'all better watch what y'all saying to him, his mama. Y'all better leave that dude alone, his cousin. That has nothing to do with who this man is and what this man is going to do or where he's from. That shit crazy. And it's like the fact that he was able to go back and refute that shit, I was proud of him. Because it's like you dig up some shit like that for no reason whatsoever, and then you be the first one talking about how positive you are. So after all of that, the shit literally blew up in his face. It literally blew up in his face, and then he came back with this shit here.
Now, I've been called a lot in my 23 years, but Donkey of the Day is a new one.
Donkey of the Day for Monday, May 24th goes to me, Leonard McKelvey. Contrary to popular belief, this is not the first time I've given myself Donkey of the Day, because Donkey of the Day does not discriminate. I mean, I may be kind of biased towards certain people, but I don't have any bias when it comes to myself. If I'm wrong, if something I do or say doesn't sit right with my spirit, I have to apologize and do better moving forward, and that's what I'm about to do right now. I want to apologize to Kwame Brown and Kwame Brown's family. I want to apologize to his father, Bill Brown, and the family of his father. See, last week on this radio, in my attempt to defend a Charleston, South Carolina-born brother like myself, I revealed too much information about that man's family.
And that right there is a fucking lie. You wasn't trying to defend him. If you was trying to defend him, you would have left all of his family history out and just said, what y'all did was bogus. Y'all need to stop talking about this man in the light that y'all talking about him with. This man has come from a place where I live, a place that I know was tough, and he not only became the first round draft pick of the NBA at 18, but he also survived his whole family history or whatever that case is and was in the NBA for 12 years. How y'all even talking about him, I don't understand it, but y'all need to stop. That shit's bogus. And I'm saying that on the air. What he should have, and since them your boys, you should have called him and be like, y'all bogus as hell, nigga. If that was my motherfucking boy, Matt Barnes and Stack 5, my boys, I'd be like, man, y'all niggas ain't shit. What you mean, B? Man, y'all niggas talking about this nigga for what? Don't you think niggas like Stephen A done talked about him enough? Don't you think plenty of people have talked about him enough? Who the fuck wants to go and beat a dead horse that, like, why? What is the purpose? What was y'all point in throwing that dig? That was some hoe shit. Oh, man, that's fucked up. Nigga, just think about it. That was some hoe shit. You didn't have to say what you said, bro. And then you came back and brought it back on the next show with Gilbert Arenas. Yeah. And you can be mad at me if you want to be mad at me, but I'm telling you what it is. That's exactly what I'd have told him. Nigga, nah, nigga, that was some whole shit, nigga. Nah, I get what you trying to be funny. You trying to motherfucking crack your jokes and shit. Nigga, that shit was whack. That shit wasn't cool. It is what it is. Y'all need to apologize to that nigga. Real talk. And then it's like he goes and he says this bullshit talk about I was trying to stick up for him. Nigga, no, you wasn't. You was trying to stick up for your boys. You was trying to stand up for your boys and make it seem like, you know, y'all better leave him alone, man. He crazy. And all you did was what you was trying to do was you was trying to paint him in a negative light. You was literally trying to paint him in a negative light. You was trying to add on, not only is he a bust, but his daddy is a murderer, his brother's a murderer, he come from a family of murderers. So now you just saying like he just ain't shit. Regardless of what his accomplishments are, regardless of where he's at in life right now, the fact that this nigga is doing everything that he want to do, he's living on his own, he got his own shit, he ain't broken homeless on the streets or none of that shit. The fact that he's not only held on to his lifestyle and is living the life he's wanting to live right now, that don't mean shit. That ain't success. That ain't achievement. That's nothing. You just saying, yeah, man, he come from a bunch of murderers. That's some hoe shit. That's fucked up. And now you on here because everybody is like, nah, fuck that. Kwame is right. Now you gonna come back with this motherfucking bullshit ass typed up motherfucking apology. And just listen to it. This shit, in my opinion, it was literally just one of the most disingenuous things you could have said.
Is public record. Some things just don't need to be said on the radio, and they definitely don't need to be said by me. When I look back, on the way I communicated that, I communicated it all wrong, and I unintentionally triggered trauma in a lot of folks I grew up with who I genuinely love. I'm sure I caused a lot of pain for not only Kwame Brown, but for his family, especially his family in my hometown of Moncks Corner, South Carolina. You know how I know? Because I spoke to a few of them. I've been on the phone this weekend with mothers of children and their children. Salute to Shaliba and her daughter, Brianda. I was on the phone with sisters like Wallette, salute to Wallette. Oh, she cursed me out good. And, I was apologizing for triggering them, causing them pain, because I was casually discussing their family's trauma, man. And that's something that I have to stop doing. That's something that we all have to stop doing. I was talking to my Sacred Purpose coach, Yadi Alba, this weekend. She's like a spiritual therapist. I have her and my clinical therapist, and that's what we were talking about, how we casually discuss each other's traumas. I didn't even think about when I spoke on, Kwame and his family, how many people were impacted by those things I was speaking on. I mean, that's...
And here's my thing. Why do you feel the need to speak on somebody's negative family history when you're talking about some other people that's talking about that person? Why would you feel the need to do that? Why would you feel the need to do that? And that's why I said this is disingenuous, and I'm gonna point out another thing at the end of this.
That's generational. Okay, I caused pain and unintentionally poked at people's wounds, okay, wounds that will probably never heal. And I can't take back those words, but I can apologize. I think oftentimes we, meaning black people, we fight each other with our demons, whether true or false, whatever is the worst thing we know about a person, or think we know about a person, we default to that, and that was not my intention. I was not in any way, shape, or form trying to paint Kwame in a negative light, okay?
That's exactly what you wanted to do. Because and here's why I'm saying that. Here's why I'm not letting him off the hook with this shit. That's exactly what you wanted to do, because none of the stuff that you brought up, that you talked about, that you so-called put out there, none of that stuff had anything to do with him as an NBA basketball player or the beef between him and what Stack 5 and what the boy name is, Matt Barnes, was talking about. Matt Barnes said nothing about this man's family. Stack 5 said nothing about this man's family. Why did you feel the need to put that out there? And it had nothing to do with any of the subject matter that they had going between both of them. That's just like talking about, and his cousin was arrested for prostitution. What? Yeah. And his uncle, he got arrested for stealing catalytic converters. Y'all better leave Kwame Brown alone. That has nothing to do with what you talking about. Nothing to do with what they were talking about. Why do you feel the need to come and tell, I'm from their town, and I know the people who live there. His daddy killed his girlfriend. What the fuck that got to do with this dude being called a bust by another NBA basketball player? You brought up a bunch of shit that had nothing to do with this man that had nothing to do with the discussion, and it turned out it had nothing to do with this man's life, had no impact on his life to where, that's why he acted like that, because of what his daddy did. Nothing at all. But you wanted to do it. Why? Because you wanted to paint him in a bad light. You wanted to make him seem like he was a crazy motherfucker and he would kill them. That's what you wanted to make this dude seem like. Like he's a fucking killer. He's a crazy motherfucker. He's a killer. And y'all better leave him alone. And that's fucked up that he did that shit.
It's not my op. He wasn't my op when I said it. In my mind, I'm defending that man, but I should have been.
You wasn't defending that man. You was defending your men. You was defending your boys, Stack 5 and Matt Barnes. That's what you was doing. Trying to be funny, trying to put his business out there, and you was trying to dox him, but that shit backfired on your ass tremendously in an epic proportion, like it should have.
Defending him as Leonard, Charlamagne the God, McKelvey the professional, and not Leonard, Larry, whatever you want to call me, from Moncks Corner, South Carolina, talking like I'm home in the town on why I believe they need to leave Kwame Brown alone. That was whack, because the conversation didn't even have to go there. The conversation should have been about basketball. Yes, leave Kwame Brown alone because he achieved a goal and a dream that 1.3% of NCAA seniors will achieve, and 0.03% of high school seniors. You know how much small a number that is? And, you know, that's just simply being drafted in the NBA. If you play 13 seasons and make $65 million, you're a success, okay? If you work 13 years anywhere and make that kind of money, you're a success. So salute to that man. The only expectations we have.
And that in itself should not only have stood true before he opened up his mouth, it should have stood true before Matt Barnes opened up his mouth and Stack 5 opened up his mouth. They should have known that more so than anybody. Which is why it shouldn't have never been a thing. It shouldn't have never been a thing. And even with Stephen A. Smith talking the shit he's talked about him, and like he talked about a lot of people, but the fact that you're talking about somebody being a bust or a failure because of them not achieving what you think they should achieve, you still have to look at the fact that this dude did something that, what did he say? 0.03% people will ever get an opportunity to do. What is it? 320 people in the NBA? 320 something people in the NBA, and you sat there and you did that? Come on, man. And everybody, while y'all watching, please click that like button, click the subscribe button. I appreciate everybody that's enjoying it. We got 337 people watching. Thank y'all. I appreciate it.
Have to live up to as our own. That's why I always say success is subjective, okay? My views of success may be different than yours. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. But we didn't even get into that conversation because my mind automatically went to something that it didn't even have to go to. In doing that, I unintentionally caused trauma. And since I unintentionally caused trauma, I have to be intentional about causing healing. I'm not about to sit around and have beef with another black man for nothing. Trust me, as y'all know, I have a lot of real enemies who are gunning for me every day. Kwame Brown is not going to be one of them, okay? I totally understand why Kwame Brown was upset at me. I went low. That wasn't my intention, but in hindsight, it was low, and Kwame took it to the floor with me. And y'all be online so excited, ready to see black people go back and forth and tear each other down. I'm not doing that. I'm not going back and forth if I feel like I wronged somebody. I'm going to apologize. That's what I think a good man does. A good man apologizes for the mistakes, you know, that he made, but a great man corrects them. Hopefully, I get the opportunity to do that one day, but for now, I just apologize. And I'm not beefing with a black man who's born where I was born and has family where I'm from. There's nothing on this planet that I love more than God, my family, in Moncks Corner, South Carolina, the whole low country, the 843. Drop on the clues bomb for the 843.
So, Night Attack put in the chat, likings, fuck this channel to cancel. No support. Then he says, hold on, I want to read what the fuck he said. Just want to show you the problem with this is the problem with niggas, which is where I'm getting to next. Anyone supporting Kwame Brown, it was a misspell, is bye-bye. Then the nigga put ISIS for life. Do you see the problem with us as men? This is the problem. No, you find Covette. I can go back and I can just look at it. That shit needs to be deleted. But do you see the problem? We have this thing about us to where all we want to do is fuck each other over, fight each other, or fuck with each other, or just fuck each other. That's all we want to do. That's all we want to do. This nigga Night Attack felt the need to come in here and to say that. Like, nobody gives a shit, dude. And it's like the people that do this shit are just the worst of just humans. They just are. And yes, Nicole Watson said the male version of Wendy Williams. I get that. That's just what Charlamagne is. It's like he's coming from that gossipy ass, just I want to, chit chat and gossip about another man and talk shit about a motherfucker that I don't like, or because my friend don't like him, I don't like him neither. That's the type of shit that he's doing.
Okay. So when I say I sincerely apologize to Kwame Brown and his family and the family of Bill Brown and Monk's Corner, I mean that. Only thing I'm responsible for is my energy in recognizing my own insanity. And Eckhart Tolle once said to recognize one's own insanity is, of course, the arising of sanity, the beginning of healing and transcendence. I truly believe if trauma can be passed down through generations, then so can healing. Me, Leonard McKelvey, I have never claimed to be perfect. In fact, I'm far from it. I'm not going to always get it right. The same things people listen to me for is the same things they hate me for, because I talk too much. I overshare. I overshare about myself. I overshare about others, and that has historically gotten me in trouble. But we are all works in progress, and one of the most healing things you can do is recognize where in your life you are your own poison. And last week I was poison to Kwame Brown, Bill Brown, and their families. For that, I sincerely apologize. Please let Remy Ma give me Leonard McKelvey, Charlamagne.
All right, then they do that stupid shit. That what the fuck is he stupid? Here's my thing. And I'm going to tell you something for those of you who may not know about men. Here's something that men do. You can read your statements all you want. You can write a long ass, beautiful, well put together, well thought out statement, dissertation, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to say, pontificate, however long you would like to, you can do all of that. But when a man is truly sorry for something that he's done, after he read his statement, or before he's reading his statement, or during him reading of that statement, he would have stopped, looked in that camera, and said, brother, I'm sorry. I apologize. What I did was wrong. What they did was wrong. Because just like how you stepped up and ran to the aid and put on your fucking cape to use your big ass platform to save your fucking friends and to support your friends, you should have ran the same way to condemn what the fuck they did, just like you condemn what the fuck you did. You should have, just like how you can stand up for them. All right, then this dude gonna come back and put stupid shit into thank you. Please just kick his ass out. You can't give niggas an opportunity to do anything right. You just can't. But just like how you ran to them to actually do that thing, how you stood up for them, you should have ran and you should have been just as genuine to step up and say what you did and what they did was wrong. You should have just called the shit out. And it's like, I don't understand why we as black folks just insist on just doing shit. And then when we get called out on it, we either double down on stupid or we give just a disingenuous or dismissive response to it. Just like this dumbass dude, Night Attack. You don't know me. I don't know you. You may disagree with me, and that's fine. But to feel that it's your responsibility to come onto my channel and to literally not have a conversation, but I'm just going to spam your fucking chat because I don't like what you're doing, that's so fucking stupid and it's so unproductive. That's why niggas are in the situation that they're in. That's why we don't get the respect. That's why we don't get treated with respect. That's why we don't get taken seriously, because all we do is play games. That's all we do. We play fucking games. And right now, he's watching this because he doesn't even have the wherewithal to say, okay, I got booty, I got blocked, I'm gonna go to another channel. He's sitting there watching, keying to himself. I'm fucking with the ass, Joe. I'm fucking with his ass. And he's thinking that he's actually doing something. And that's why I say that those type of people are literally fucking maggots. They are nothing. They are just nothing. They are literally just waste. They are literally waste of flesh and bone, waste of a human being. They are a waste of sperm, a waste of an egg. Because they feel that saying something or doing something to someone is better than actually making a complete thought or statement, expressing themselves verbally or through text, or having a conversation. They just won't. And he's even stupid enough to go and say, I'm going to go get my other account. Motherfucker, yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, motherfucker. I'm going to get my other account. And think the shit is funny. Watch what we do to Kwame. Do you see that? I don't want to, it's like, I don't want us to be just consistently the fucking butt of a joke, the laughing stock, the group that's always treated like shit because we treat each other like shit. What the fuck would you think? Why would you think that that's something to even do that's productive? And it's like, I'm just using him as an example to just say, this is what we do. Because it's not just him. There are thousands like him. And then we'll be the first nigga to be upset when some shit happens and a police kill a person. See what they do to us? We'll be the first one to be talking about, see what they did to, see how they do us. The police always killing us. They always attacking us. They hunt us down like animals. Won't go do shit to no white folks though, but will come here and fuck with a black person. This nigga won't go and spam motherfucking George Zimmerman's fucking social media. He'll come spam mine. He'll come and threaten and say, watch what we do to Kwame on my show, but he won't go to the gun show that George Zimmerman is at, where he's signing autographs and signing Skittles and taking pictures with motherfuckers. You won't see him there. ISIS won't be there. Night Attack won't attack over there. That's what pisses me off to the highest of pistivity, as Robin Harris would say. They do these type of things and we watch us do this to us. Just like how we watch what the fuck Stack 5 and Matt Barnes did to Kwame Brown. Just like we watched what Charlamagne did to Kwame Brown. Just like we watched what Stephen A did to Kwame Brown. See it? And they think this shit is funny. Like, the worst of the worst. And when you hear people like Thomas say, this is why I hate niggas, this is why I hope motherfuckers just kill niggas. Then you have people getting the uproar. He just said they should just kill all black folks. Look at what we do to each other. This nigga just won't go and do his own thing, do his own show. He gonna come here. We have this thing about us to where we cannot just accept when we do something fucked up. We cannot accept the fact that what we did was fucked up. We cannot just step up and say, let me go ahead and make what I did that was wrong right. I can't erase it. I can't change it. But I can do better from this point on, because what the fuck I did was fucked up. And just like John Smith said, why ain't they spamming George Zimmerman? They won't. They scared. They scared. They won't go fuck with none of them. None of them. You will see them on and they will do whatever they want to do to a black person, but they won't go do it nowhere else. They won't show up. They won't pull up. They won't step up. They will not do it. And that just lets you know the type of motherfuckers that we're dealing with. They are just the worst of people. Thank you, Yvette. I'm trying. And we just have to deal with that shit time and time again. We don't realize that it's not necessarily just, oh man, what they doing is fucked up and what they doing is terrible. It's a bad look for us. It's a bad look for us and how we take care of each other, how we treat each other. That's what the whole world is watching. That's what that's why when we wonder, man, how come everybody do us like that? How come they shit on us? They talk crazy to us? Because of what we do to us. We are our own worst enemy. It's the systemic racism. You don't need no systemic racism when you got niggas like this. You got niggas. We don't need no system. All we gotta do is open up a can of niggas. Like the can of snakes. You remember the old little can of snakes? You open it and poof, and they come out, and these little snake springs go everywhere. That's what niggas do. Oh, we see something good happening over here. Open up a can of niggas. Poke. Nigga silly string. Ah. That's what we do. Soon as we see an opportunity to fuck with somebody that look like us, to fuck with somebody that ain't saying what we want them to say, that's what we are. Oh yeah, I'll fuck with this nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. And they think it's just the funniest shit ever. And all it is just saying some other motherfuckers looking like, these niggas don't even treat the ones that got sent with some fucking respect. This is why I don't like niggas. This is why I don't like niggas. Niggas will be mad at a white person that says, I have black friends. That's racist. Why would you say something like that? That in itself is a racist statement. And then we'll go and look at niggas doing what we doing to each other, and we'll just sit back and say, I got multiple channels. I have multiple accounts. It's insane. We have to get to a point to where we can not only just stand up for the shit that we believe in, but the shit that we fuck up with, owning it. And that's why I wanted to talk about this part here, just like with Matt Barnes. Now, Matt Barnes, and here's the reason why I want to play this. Because Matt Barnes, nigga, you know that what you did and what you said was wrong. Whether you realize it in the moment, I'll even give you the benefit of the doubt and say, hey, you were just caught up in the moment and you was talking reckless because you done heard other people talk reckless, and that's what it was. I'm going to give you that benefit of the doubt. But after the fact, you had to marinate on what it is you said. And then after the fact, you heard somebody respond, and Kwame responded to what you did and pointed out how fucked up it was. This is how you responded.
Brother Brown, you've been ranting for about 5 days now. Your cry for help, your need for attention has worked. I heard your Instagram following has grown over 30,000 the last handful of days since you had my name in your mouth. But don't be fooled by this new attention, bro. All these people that are gassing you and putting a battery in your back, all the platforms that are picking you up, didn't give a fuck about you last week, bro. They don't love you. They just love the drama and the old jokes you're saying. They don't love you. They don't love me. They don't know no one. They love a drama. That's it. But come on, all the smoke. Come talk your shit face to face. You got a story to tell, obviously. You're hurt. I mean, like I said, you can play it off with humor, but you're hurt. And I get it. I mean, but come on the show. Talk that shit, tell your story face to face. There's no bigger, better platform than ours. You can say what you want. We're an award-winning platform. We don't tear down black men. Because you were the butt of the joke, now that's what you're on. You think we're tearing down black men, but if you actually watch the show, we empower everybody. That's what our thing is. So come on the show, man. We'll be in Atlanta next month. Come to you. Shit, if me and you got a box before, during, or after, then shake hands to get this shit done. You know I'm always with the shit. But come tell your story, man. Get that shit up off your chest. I mean, you're attacking Stephen A. Smith. He's almost 60 years old. He don't want to fight you. But I ain't got no issues. Like I said, I'm with the shit. So you can bring your hookah. You can bring that front seat of your car that you're always in, ranting about. Make yourself feel comfortable, whatever you need to feel comfortable. But come on all the smoke and tell your story, my nigga. We'll be in Atlanta next month. Let me know what's up.
Now, let me tell you something, because I'm going to go back and I'm going to break this shit down. Let me tell y'all something. Just ain't nothing worse than a whole ass motherfucking athlete. Them athletes that talk like they really about that life that ain't, they are the worst. They are the worst. I'd rather a coward ass, gang banging ass nigga talk shit to me that ain't gonna do shit than a nigga that hoop, a nigga that ain't about that life talk crazy. Because I'm telling you right now, it's such a small percentage of real niggas in the NBA that are actually about that life, and you know who they are. The line is clearly drawn when you see, oh yeah, that nigga about that shit. That nigga's a real nigga. That nigga will fuck you up for real. He ain't just doing this shit for TV. This nigga here, he's doing that shit for TV. Matt Barnes ain't no real thug ass nigga. He ain't with that shit. A nigga like Zebo, Zach Randolph, he about that. He about that life. Zach Randolph come from that shit. Zach Randolph will beat your ass on the NBA court, and he'll beat your ass on a blacktop. He will beat your ass on the strength of beating your ass because that's where he from. Matt Barnes, light skin, gray eyes, curly head. Nigga, I ain't never seen you whoop nobody ass talking like you tough as hell. Nigga, come on. Because I'm telling you right now, if you put Matt Barnes on the court with Zebo, he gonna be his bitch. He ain't gonna stand up and talk crazy to Zebo. He ain't gonna talk crazy to a nigga that's out there like a Garnett. He ain't gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. He gonna be like, oh, what's up, big homie? You got it, big homie. He ain't gonna talk shit to DeMarcus Cousins. He ain't gonna talk crazy to that nigga. He's just not gonna do it. So it's like, nigga, you are on the court tough guy. You ain't no off the court tough guy. You talking, and I'm gonna tell you how I know that this nigga is soft as hell, because you ain't gonna talk about that shit. You gonna be about it. If you want to come on the show, bring your hookah, bring the front seat of your car. Nigga, you on live in the front seat of your car. The fuck you mean? You in the front seat of your car talking about a nigga who broadcasts from the front seat of his car. Who the fuck does that? I'm just saying, it's like when you see real recognizes real. That's just all I'm saying. There's no other way to put it. That nigga ain't gonna do that shit. He's not no nigga that grew. I'm gonna tell you who he was. He was a nigga that grew up, was a hooper. Everybody knew he was a hooper, and they let that nigga get by on the hooping motherfucking pass. Y'all do know that, right? Y'all do know it's niggas in the hood that get by, don't get fucked with because they get that hooping pass. Nigga, what set you from? Nigga, where you from? Nigga, I'm a basketball player, man. I just play ball. They keep that big gym bag with them. Nigga, I hoop, man. It's plenty of niggas. And y'all niggas that's from the hood, y'all niggas know that. I can't tell you how many times niggas didn't get a pass just because they hoop. Hey, man, don't fuck with that nigga, man. He just hoop. Hey, bro, he hoop, man. Leave him alone, man. Hey, folks, he good, folks. He just hoop. Let him hoop. Them niggas get to come into the hood for the Midnight Basketball League. And they let them niggas hoop and them niggas go home. Them niggas don't talk shit. They don't talk crazy when they off that court. Now, if they on the court, they want to swell, yeah, nigga, oh, motherfucker, fuck that nigga, I'm about that shit. Yeah, on the court, fine, nigga, them antics. When that buzzer hit, bang, game over, nigga shake up, shake hands. That nigga go in the locker room, put on that hood, put on them clothes, and put that gym bag on, and niggas tiptoeing out to the car to get the fuck up out the hood. Because they know, nigga, your pass is just that. It is a pass for a limited time only. Don't think you gonna come up in here and celebrate because y'all beat our ass, because you might get your ass whooped. Don't think that you can just come up here and kick it after the game because you might get your ass shot. Don't think that you can come up here and act like this shit is yours because you won here on our home turf and think it's sweet, nigga. You will get fucked up. And niggas from the hood know that's how it is. Them niggas from the other side of the town, them niggas that's the ops, yeah, y'all can get together and play, but when the game is over, nigga, you better shut the fuck up if y'all lost and you better fucking leave. Take your win and go the fuck home. And this nigga here talking about, yeah, you can get the boxing gloves. I'm about that. You know, Stephen A., he's 60 years old. He don't want to fight, but, you know, I'm about that. Nigga, you ain't got to tell nobody that you about that life, nigga, if you about that life. You ain't got to tell nobody like, yeah, nigga, we can fight if you want to fight. Whatever you want to do, we could do that. Nigga, if that's what it was, you would have called the nigga yourself, homie. You would have called the nigga yourself and been like, hey, we could do it two ways, Kwame. You can come on the show and we can talk this shit out. Or I'm going to be in Atlanta in a couple of weeks and nigga, we can just meet up. And Kwame gonna know what that means. He gonna know what it is. Oh, okay, so I can either come on the show, we can keep the shit professional and talk, or nigga, we can get it out, we can get it in, and we can scrap. I'm telling you, that's just what it is. That's what a nigga gonna do. Niggas ain't gonna sit. You don't go on. Look, man, you don't go on live and challenge niggas to fights. You don't do it. People don't do that, y'all. And the fact that he talking about, yeah, you know, you have my name, I mean my dick, I mean my name in your mouth. Niggas, men don't do that. You don't hear real men, real niggas that's about that life talking about, yeah, you have my dick in your mouth, man. You ever heard Zebo on live talking that shit? You heard Boogie Cousins talking that shit? Yeah, nigga, you got my dick in your mouth, nigga. Yeah, nigga. You don't hear that shit? You know why? Because real men and real niggas that's about that life, we don't play like that. I don't invite no man to my penis area. I don't do it. I don't tell no nigga, you come suck my dick. Nigga got my dick in your mouth, nigga. Fuck, nigga. Whole ass nigga, I mean, we can do whatever, nigga. I don't do that. It's not a manly thing to do. That's what motherfuckers who talk shit. That's all that cowards do. They do that. Suck my dick. Nigga better not touch me. Nigga better not. That's the little nigga in the group with all of the real tough ass niggas that be the one to kick the fight off and be the first one to swing and run. That's who do all the lip service. That's why if you ever in a fight, or if you about to fight some niggas, or you about to shoot some niggas, always go for the one that's running their mouth the most. Because once you fuck that one up, half of the other niggas gonna go. They ain't gonna fuck with you. And the only niggas you gonna really have to deal with are the real fucking scrappers. And if you with a crew full of coward ass niggas, you gonna disperse the whole group. I promise you. Anytime you about to get jumped, you about to get fucked up, Some niggas about to rob you, whatever the case may be, go after the loudest one. The loudest one is the one you want to hurt the most. I'm telling you, that's what you want to do. That's just what you want to do. Because most niggas that talk crazy, that talk that shit like that, they not the ones that's about that action. The niggas that's gonna say the least amount of words, and the niggas that's ain't gonna say nothing at all, and that's steadily moving in position, quietly and smoothly, that's gonna be the one that's gonna try to fuck you up first. I'm just telling you, that's just what it is.
Damn.
And this nigga,
Brother
he just
Brown,
gets
Brother
on.
Brown. You've been ranting for about 5 days now. Your cry for help.
Now he has a cry for help. How? Because he's responding to the fuck shit you kicked off? Oh, so the fuck shit you kicked off, that's just you dropping facts on your big platform or your award-winning show. I'm responding to the fuck shit that you doing, and everybody on the internet is watching, and now that's some fuck shit. I'm hurt. Now I'm on my rant. Now I clearly have some issues.
Your need for attention is work.
I'm in need of attention now? Really? I'm in need of attention? You on your show talking about me to Jeannie Buss, and Jeannie Buss wasn't even talking about me, but you felt the need to continue to talk about me, not just with Jeannie Buss, but then again with Gilbert Arenas, and I'm the one needing attention? You talking about me being in my front seat of my car talking, and now you're in the front seat of your car talking?
Works.
I can't tell.
Instagram following has grown over 30,000 the last handful of days since you had my name in your mouth.
How does that even make sense? I'm responding to the shit you said, calling your punk ass out on the shit that you said, but now I got your dick in my mouth. And I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you like this. Most men would not say that to another man. There is no instance where I'm going to say that to another man on the internet, on the telephone, on the text message, or face to face. I'm just not. I'm not gonna do it. There is no scenario, there is no verbal exchange, there is no exchange of text messaging where I'm going to say that to another man. You got my name. You got my dick. My name in your mouth. Your subscribers done grew to 30,000 over the past 5 days. You know, you're getting your attention. And what does that have to do with what the fuck you said and me responding to what you said? So now, nigga, because you talk me up and I show the fuck up, and because the internet the motherfucking fell right behind what I'm saying, and everybody like, hell yeah, I'm right, and your ass is wrong. Now I got your dick in my mouth. What kind of shit is that?
But don't be fooled by this new attention, bro. All these people that are gassing you and putting a bad...
Don't be fooled by this new attention. All these people that's gassing you up, they don't give a fuck about you. Well, hold on, nigga. You don't give a fuck about me, so why the fuck do you care?
In your back, all the platforms that are picking you up didn't give a fuck about you last week, bro. They don't love you. They just love the drama and the old jokes you're saying.
Oh, so now my jokes are old. Now my joke, now he's saying that Kwame jokes are old, and now he's saying that the attention that he's getting, don't be fooled by that, bro. They don't care about you, bro. Nigga, he ain't broadcasting for people to care about him. That nigga's telling his side of the story that you kicked the fuck off. This is amazing how a grown, old-ass man is talking like this in response to a fucking hornet's nest that he kicked. Do you realize, Matt Barnes, that you could have just done your show and let Kwame name not even dictate any kind of response from you, and this would have never happened? Do you understand that? The fact that you considered him to be a butt of a joke and that you continue to just harp on that shit for not one but two of your shows, you felt the need to say that, you and Stack 5? Do y'all realize that y'all are the ones that dug this shit up? And now that this nigga's responding and he actually has some traction to his response, he done blew the fuck up from his response. Now you talking bad about him. Now you hating on the fact that he got the shine that you put on him. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. It's like, it's just the internet. This is, as I said, this is the internet. Let it be what it is. If you was really a man about it, be like, hey man, look, you know, I see that this shit and really took motherfucking over the internet past few days. I get it. You responding to me about what I said. Hey man, it wasn't, you know, I said what the fuck I said. Being a man, I said what the fuck I said. And maybe I took it too far. I meant no real disrespect to you, even though what I said came off as being very disrespectful. That's my bad. I apologize for the shit. As far as I'm concerned, the shit is squashed. If you want to go and do another 10 or 20 or 30 shows, by all means, get your shine, bro. Do what you gonna do. It's cool. If you want to come on my show and we can talk it out, hash it out, it's all good. No animosity, no beef, no drama. I get it. I was wrong for doing what I did. Hey, man, I apologize again, bro. This is Matt Barnes. You know, I'm out. I apologize. Me and Stack 5, we sorry. And it's it. And that's it. But no, you coming on like a bitch and just steady talking. And here's why I said he's coming on like a bitch. Because if you really was about that life, you'd just been like, hey, nigga, I said what the fuck I said. If you got a problem, pull up. I'll be in Atlanta in 2 days, or I'll be in Atlanta in 10 days. Pull up, nigga, and we can get it in. I said what the fuck I said, and I ain't changing shit. Nigga, you a bust, and I'm going to continue to call you a bust. You want to do something about it, nigga? Come see me. That's what a real nigga would have said. A real nigga that's about that life, that want all that smoke, like the show. If you really wanted the smoke, you would have told him, I said what the fuck I said, nigga. You can go online and you can talk about it as much as you want to. I gives no fucks. It's my show. I do what the fuck I want to do. Nigga, if you got a problem with me, I ain't hard to find. Pull up. That's just what it is. That's it. If that's what you're really about, that's what you would say. I'm telling you straight up. A nigga that's really about that life, that want that smoke, that's what you really would have just said. Instead of, you got my dick in, my name in your mouth. You getting a lot of attention, bro. And I see your subscribers did change and went up by 30,000. And I know that you hurt, and you know, I see what you saying, and you can just talk, and I know you getting a lot of attention now, but, you know, they don't care about you, bro. They just don't. So you can keep on broadcasting from your front seat. I'll be in Atlanta in a few weeks. If we want to get in a boxing ring, we can get in a boxing ring, and it can be whatever, you know, and as for Stephen A. Smith, you know, he's 60 years old, so it's like, he's not trying to fight, but I'm about that life. Nigga, get your ass out of here. Nigga, stop woofing. Let me tell you something. Men, young men, actually, because you can't teach an old fool new shit. You just can't. Young men, let me tell you something. It's okay to misspeak. It's okay to say something that's insulting to someone and to apologize for it. Young men understand this. Just because you say something that offends somebody, it don't mean you gotta fight. It don't mean you gotta go shoot. It don't mean that you gotta kill a motherfucker behind it. It's okay to make a mistake and to accept responsibility for that mistake. Young men, sometimes all you need to do is look a man in the eye and say, I'm sorry, bro. My bad. I didn't mean, that wasn't my intention. To offend you, it was not my intention. I didn't realize what I said. I didn't realize it would affect you like that. I'm apologizing, bro. That's all it is. Sometimes young men, hear me, it's okay to shit the bed as long as you get the sheets up and clean the mattress. It's okay to, when the toothpaste is out of the tube, you can't put it back in, but you can damn sure get some paper towels or get a rag and some motherfucking cleaner and wipe the shit up and clean it up. Understand that, young men. Don't think because you say something that's fucked up or you insult somebody or you offend somebody that you got to go all the way to death or to fighting to get it resolved. You don't. Sometimes you can just make a simple, heartfelt apology and the shit is over and it's squashed. That's what men do. That's what men do. And if you make an apology and a man still want to fight, then hey, you gotta scrap. You get your ass whooped, you get your ass whooped. Floyd 51-0, but Floyd done lost a fight before off the motherfucking books. I guarantee you that. Somebody done motherfucking got Floyd number at some point in time. Hell, what's my man name that fought his ass with the gray eyes? That nigga had his check engine light come on. Sugar Shane Mosley, look at that fight. That nigga got Floyd Mayweather check engine light came on like a motherfucker in that fight. So even old ass Sugar Shane rocked that motherfucker. He still won, but he still got rocked. And anybody that saw that fight with Floyd Mayweather and Sugar Shane Mosley, you see clearly in that motherfucking fight when Sugar Shane rocked his ass and that check engine light came on. We was like, uh-oh. And what did Floyd do? He went into super defense mode. So it can happen. It's not a thing about saying, oh, I can't be beat or can't nobody fuck with me out here in these streets. Nigga, it's always going to be somebody who's bigger, faster, and hit harder. Always. So don't let it be where you think that because you say something out your mouth and it's a check that your ass can't cash, don't think that you got to go bankrupt. Go ahead and take the non-sufficient funds fee and then just go ahead and do what you got to do and keep moving. It's okay to say when you're wrong and to say when you fucked up. It's okay to say, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have said what I said, even though I said it, but I know I see now, based on what's happened, that I shouldn't have said it. It's all right to do that. You don't have to make it seem like, I'm committed. I got to see this shit to the end. If I die, so be it. Any real nigga that done been in these streets done had his ass whooped before. I done had my ass whooped on at least 2 occasions that I can remember. Them niggas on 103rd and Halsted, when they took my DePaul hat and stole on my ass, and that nigga Dale whooped my ass on Halloween. Dale, you ain't shit for that, but you did whoop my ass. I don't even think I got in a punch. You gave me about a 4-piece mile. Wasn't nothing extra. It was 4-piece. It was just four wings plain. That's what he gave me. That shit was over. That's all it is, man. Sometimes you can just say, I fucked up. I'm sorry. Hey, man, I apologize. And sometimes a nigga still might want to get it in, but you've done your job as a man. Sometimes you still got to fight. Sometimes you still might have to motherfucking wind up shooting a nigga. But the fact of the matter is, you are a person who can actually admit when they're wrong and apologize for shit they have done, and it's genuine. It's authentic. That is a true sign of a man. Yeah, them niggas on 103rd was about to whoop me and my boy Dennis ass. Had it not been for my cousin Carla, shout out to Carla. She was actually on the street going the other way, saw me get stole on, saw a nigga beating on my boy Dennis ass. They was trying to take his starter jacket, and we saw my cousin over there, and she honked her horn, and we ran over that motherfucker like a motherfucker, boy. Hopped in that car, was like, thank you, cuz I'm so glad you saved me. Took me to my old man house. My brother was like, what you want to do? I like, let's go get daddy's guns and let's go shoot these niggas. That nigga like, damn, nigga. I say, man, fuck that. Them niggas jumped on us. I want to go kill them niggas. Man, we can't go do that, B. My brother, boy, Bert, you ain't shit. You done kept me from shooting at least 2 motherfuckers. Because I was ready. I was ready like Freddy. Let's go get it. I had seen Menace to Society and Boys in the Hood. I was ready to go kill me some niggas. I was ready, and he stopped me. No, man, we ain't gonna do that, man. No, I wanted to go shoot them niggas. I wanted to lean out the backseat of the car. I wanted to hit him with that Ricky. Ricky! I was gonna lean out like, yeah, niggas, what y'all niggas wanna do, niggas? What's up, niggas? That's what I was ready to do. But my brother has always been the same selfish motherfucker since we was kids. Kept me from shooting a nigga. Boy, I tell you. I was ready to get my Ricky on, boy. That's what I call my shotgun, too. I call my shockwave Ricky. That's his name, Ricky. Hit him with that Ricky. Ricky! Oh, man, Rick. But that's what I was ready to do. Sometimes, man, it's okay to just say you're sorry. Sometimes it's okay to say I fucked up. Be a man. A man can tell another man when he's made a mistake and when he's done something wrong. That's just what it is.
They don't love you. They don't love me. They don't love no one. They love a drama.
Look at him.
That's it. But come on, all the smoke. Come talk your shit face to face. You got a story to tell, obviously.
Now he's saying, come talk your shit. Well, sir, if I'm not mistaken, I believe you was the first one that talked shit. And your shit wasn't accurate. Your shit got holes in it. Your shit don't stand up to what the fuck Kwame was saying was fucking facts. I'm just saying. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And those that's watching, please click the like button. I appreciate it. Click the subscribe button. Check your boy out. I got plenty of other content on here. I'm just saying.
You're hurt. I mean, like I said.
And is that not classic woman shit? You hurt. Why would you say that? Why would I would not say that to another man. Would you hurt? Nigga, what difference does it make? I would say, hey man, I obviously have offended you. For me to get this kind of smoke back from what I said, I obviously have offended you. I'm not gonna tell no other man, you must be hurt. You hurt, huh? Man, come on, man. That's whole shit. What woman that hurt you? You must have been hurt before. Damn, did your mama hurt you? You just don't like women. You don't like black women. You hate black women. Somebody must have hurt you. Motherfucker, what does that mean? I've been hurt before. Bitch, somebody done hurt you. I hit you with this Crown Royal bag full of quarters. I bet you that shit would hurt, right? So now you don't drink Crown Royal no more. What I'ma say? Crown Royal must have hurt you. Oh, motherfucker. We all have been hurt. Shit. At some point or another. Why would you feel the need to say that? That's whole shit. Well, yeah, right. It's time to say that's whole speak. That's what women do. Men don't do that. So again, to the young men, you don't do that. You don't have to say that to another man. You hurt? You must have got hurt before. Somebody done hurt you before. That shit that females do. That shit that females say.
You can play it off with humor, but you're hurt. And I get it. I mean, but come on the show. Talk that shit. Tell your story face to face.
Talk that shit.
There's no bigger, better platform than ours. You can say what you
Nigga, that's not true. There are plenty of bigger and better platforms than yours, sir. That's not true. I know you got your awards and you done won an Emmy or a Tony or whatever the fuck you done won, but your platform is not the number one platform out. That's a cap. It's like, I don't understand why. That's what I'm telling you, man. That is the kind of shit that women do. That just is. Men don't do that. Yeah, you come on my platform, you know, I know my channel bigger than yours. You know what I'm saying? If you got something to say, you can come over there and talk your shit. You know what I'm saying? Say what the fuck you gonna say. Say what the fuck you gotta say. I get it, you've been hurt before. You know, come on my platform. You know what I'm saying? I got an award-winning platform. What? Men don't say that. We just don't. Right. A man said, now he's a therapist. Right, nigga? Like, get your ass out of here, dude. Just be a man and just say, hey, man, make it simple and plain. Men are not complicated and men do not drag shit out. Anytime you dealing with a dude and he's dragging shit out like that and he's talking a bunch of extra shit, then that's when you see, okay, I'm dealing with a whole ass nigga. I'm dealing with a female raised man. That's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. You know that. Anytime a man does not let another man speak, anytime, I'm just giving you some key indicators. When a man, number one, can't answer a direct question. Direct questions require direct responses. When a man can't do that, when a man can't be honest and just literally just tell you the straight up truth to a question that you ask him and always got some extra shit, when a man is always telling you some extra added on bullshit to what the fuck happened and is deflecting, that is a woman raised man. You are dealing with what I call a whole ass nigga. I'm telling you right now, that's the clear sign. When a man is sitting here telling you shit and telling you accolades about themselves, telling you shit about themselves that's, you know, oh, I won this award before, you know, I'm on an award-winning show. And that's that old bullshit. I have my own business. I'm an independent woman, and I get my shmoney the way that I get it. And well, woo 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 and boo bopty bam and oh, when a motherfucker doing that kind of shit, talking about themselves, that lets you know you dealing with a whole ass nigga. And I'm sorry, Matt Barnes, you sound like a whole ass nigga. Real talk. That's just what that shit is. When you have motherfuckers sounding like, if a man is talking like a motherfucking bitch off of one of the motherfucking Love and Hip Hops, any of them, or one of the Black Inks, any of them, Black Ink LA, Chicago, New York, Milwaukee, I don't give a fuck. If they talking about one of the Love and Hip Hop, Wisconsin, Love and Hip Hop, Baltimore, if they talking any of them like any of them motherfuckers on one of them shows, you know you dealing with a whole ass nigga. I'm telling you, man, it's a guaranteed fact.
We're an award-winning platform. We don't tear down black men because you were the butt of the joke. Now that's what you're on. You think we're tearing down black men, but if you actually watch the show, we empower everybody.
How are you empowering motherfuckers? What the fuck? You see that's that bullshit. That's as DMX would say, rest in peace. That's that bullshit. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. What kind of shit is that? We're on an award-winning platform, you know. We out here. We on one of the biggest platforms on the TV, you know what I'm saying? We doing our thing, and, you know, we got 4 Tony Awards, and, you know, we just got picked up for 3 more seasons, and, me and Stack 5, we just got a $40,000 increase per show, and you know, now we have our own trailers, and we are in our own trailers. We both have separate trailers now, and we get 3 private jets flights every quarter now in our contract because we just got picked up for another 2 seasons, and then we got it's like, man, don't nobody give no fuck about all that shit. And I'm sorry that you're the butt of a joke, but you can come on to our platform and talk your shit. And that's not what a man does. we empower everyone here. We don't tear black men down. We don't do that. Dude, if that ain't what you do, you wouldn't even have to address it. Am I not lying? If you don't do that, you would not even have to address it. You would just be like, hey man, I see that we've definitely had some disagreements. We definitely got shit mixed up. Wires got crossed, tempers flared up. I got heated, you got heated. Hey man, I'd love to have you come on the show and we can squash this shit in front of the whole world. We can squash this shit in front of everybody. I don't have no animosity against you, bro. I'm not trying to fight you. I don't want to shoot you. I don't want none of that shit. Hey, man, I said some things. You said some things. Let's come on the show and let's hash it out in front of everybody. That's what a real man would say. That's what a real man would say. Anything other than that or not close to it, that's some whole ass shit that you dealing with bitch assness, if you will. That's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with female energy. Look at motherfucking Housewives of Atlanta, Housewives of Detroit, Housewives of Kankakee, Housewives. Look at all that shit. That's all them hoes do. They get on there, they get in their little cliques, they talk about each other, then they go back and forth, they yell, they scream, they throw shots, then they come back for the reunion show and they cry and fall out and talk about how each other hurt each other. Tell me if I'm lying. Please stop me right now if I'm lying. Say, stop B, you're lying. Your black ass is lying. You're sitting up there with your Mandalorian shirt on and you're a lying motherfucker. Just tell me that right now. Same thing on Love and Hip Hop. Any other Love and Hip Hop. Except the only thing different about Love and Hip Hop is everybody's fucking everybody. Somebody get mad because they fucking this person. This person get mad because they fucking that person because that person wanted to fuck them first. They talk about each other. They go somewhere on a trip. Somebody get drunk. They throw drinks. They fight. And then somebody either leave or get kicked out, tear up a bunch of shit. Then they come back and say, I'm sorry. Yeah, man, that shit was fucked up. Man, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go do my own thing. And the other person say, no, don't leave, man. We can work this shit out. And then they cool. In the meanwhile, you get about 12 or 13 niggas that get tattoos in between. I mean, that's black ink. But Love and Hip Hop had the same shit. They get on the reunion show and they talk all that shit. Nigga, you Google me, nigga. We can fight right now, nigga. So y'all done been on this show for I don't know how many weeks. Y'all done shot all these episodes, right? Now, after the show is over, the season's done. Couple of weeks go by. Y'all come back together for the reunion show. Now, nigga, you want to fight on the show? Nigga, y'all could have met up 3 weeks ago. Y'all could have met up 2 days ago. Y'all could have met up a couple of hours ago when y'all flights touched down. Y'all could have met up in makeup. Y'all could have met up when y'all was in the green room. Y'all could have fought then. Why you waiting until you on the show where you got security, where you got your friends, where you got people in the audience yelling and screaming? Why you waiting till now to say we can fight right now? Hoe ass niggas. That's what that is. Ain't no real man gonna wait. If you really want to fuck somebody up, you really want to fight a nigga, you ain't gonna wait until you get on the show and the cameras are rolling to take your jacket off then. Your tight ass, glittery jacket off. Taking off your jewelry. Bitches taking out their hair pieces. Taking off their eyelashes and shit, all that. We could go right now, bitch. I'm just saying, bitch. Bitch, if you wanted to fight, you could have fought before you put your earrings on. Fuck you talking about? Might try to hear that shit. Y'all niggas don't want it. I can't stand motherfuckers that act like they really tough and they really want to fight when they don't. I don't want to fight. I'll argue. I'll debate. I'll talk shit. I don't want to fight. I'm a retired boxer. If shit get out of hand in my life, it's going to be about that iron. And it ain't too much shit that I'm willing to shoot another nigga for. It's just not. My bullets are too expensive for me to waste them on a lot of you stupid motherfuckers. So that's why I don't ever say that shit. I'm just telling you, ammo costs too much. Practice ammo costs too much now. You get a box of practice ammo, that's $50, $45 if you catch it on sale. I'm not even willing to waste practice ammo on you niggas, let alone my duty ammo, because that's that real shit. I'm just not doing it. So it's like, unless you are motherfucking getting ready to kill me, or you getting ready to harm my life, or my kids, or my wife, nigga, you ain't even got to worry about me. I ain't got shit to say. I'ma laugh, and I'ma walk the shit off. Now you come knocking on the door, ringing the doorbell. Nigga, I'm gonna get this Ricky out. Ricky! That's what I'm gonna get out on you. You gonna get this Ricky, you come acting crazy. But other than that, I ain't got no problem with these niggas, man. It's not that big of a deal. I have a life. I have a family. I have goals. I have dreams. I just do. I'm trying to level up in life. And I can't do that arguing with a hoe ass nigga. That's why I don't do it. I can't do that trying to invite another man to my dick. I can't do that talking about suck my dick, nigga. Nigga, my dick in your mouth. Nigga, you was on my dick. Nigga, your dick riding. Nigga, where's this dick at? Nigga, but you got this dick in your mouth though, nigga. Nigga, I'm gonna put this dick in your bitch. Nigga, you on my dick. Nigga, get the fuck off my dick, nigga. Get off my dick, nigga. Tell your bitch to come here. Nigga, go ahead on, nigga. You can have this dick though, nigga. Nigga, you can get on this dick. Nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga, about this dick, nigga. What about this dick though, nigga? What about I had this dick in your mouth, nigga? Nigga, you on my dick. Nigga, you should take this dick. That's about the only thing you can take, nigga. Nigga, fuck you mean, nigga. Give you this dick. Nigga, you can suck my dick, nigga. That's what you can do. I don't want a man's mouth on my penis ever. I don't. And you know why? It's not because I'm less of a man. It's because I'm not attracted to them. I'm just saying, there is no instance where I would want any man near, around, close to my penis. I don't. That's why I don't say that shit. You'll hear me say, get the fuck out my face on the internet. You'll hear me say, man, shut the fuck up. You'll hear me say, get the fuck out of here. You'll hear me say, forget about it. You'll hear me say that. You're not going to hear me say, man, you can go suck my dick. Yo, bitch ass better suck this dick, nigga. Fuck you mean, nigga. This dick. I don't like men. I don't like men sexually. I am not sexually attracted to men. So therefore, I will never, ever, ever, ever invite a man's mouth, hand, or any other body part to my penis. I never will. I'm sorry, but I won't. That's just what it is. For the record. I'm just saying.
That's what our thing is. So come on the show, man. We'll be in Atlanta next month. Come to you. Shit, if me and you got a box before, during, or after, then shake hands to get this shit done. You know I'm always with the shit.
And here's my thing too. Why would he think Kwame Brown wants to fight him? Out of all of the shit that I saw, I never once saw or took from the vibe that Kwame wanted to fight this dude. I never got that. It's like I just, it never occurred to me. And if anybody else seen it or anybody else watched something, maybe I missed the episode or missed the show or something that he did where he wanted to fight, but I never got that from Kwame. Out of all of the broadcasts that he did, that he wanted to fight Matt Barnes or Stack 5 or Stephen A. He was just talking about them niggas being hoe ass niggas because they was literally talking about niggas and the shit was unfounded. They had no motherfucking facts. They had no motherfucking substantial evidence to prove their case. The trampoline remark was just jumping up and down on the nigga like a trampoline. It's like from what I saw, he was joking with that. Right. I mean, literally, like, how many times, I mean, you see a motherfucker jumping up and down on somebody like a trampoline. That was funny to me. I didn't see it as though he wanted to fight. I could be wrong. I'm just telling you what my interpretation of that was. It wasn't a thing where he like, yeah, I want to fight this nigga. That's all I'm saying. This dude said you ain't have to spam my chat, but this dude said Bitcoin is going up and blacks are worried about a mess about this mess with Charlamagne. I hear you. I got me some Bitcoin though, and I got me some Ethereum. I got me some Coinbase. I'm just saying, if you ain't, shame on you. Shame on you. So yeah, don't spam my chat though. You can go ahead on with that. That'll get you blocked. Y'all can get that other shit out of here. But that's my thing. It's like this shit here, it's like there's no reason to even go where you going with this.
And well, come tell your story, man. Get that shit up off your chest. When you're attacking Stephen A. Smith, he's almost 60 years old. He don't want to fight you. Make your point, but I ain't got no issues. I see. Like I said, I'm with the shit. That niggas be niggas. So you can bring your hookah. You can bring that front seat of your car that you're always in.
I got me some Dogecoin too.
Make yourself feel comfortable, whatever you need to feel comfortable. But come on, all the smoke and tell your story, my nigga. We'll be in Atlanta next month. Let me know what's up.
And it's like, what do you really want out of this? What are you really trying to get out of this? It's like, if you want all the smoke, you want to talk about what a man is doing, you want to talk about a man's what was said. It's like, do that. Why do you feel the need to where you got to make all of this shit into something that it's not? That shit really is like that. That to me was just troubling because it's like you going through all this extra shit for nothing. You're making something out of nothing. If this man had threatened you, if this man had said something against you and said he wanted to fuck you up, he wanted to beat your ass, you a bitch, and when I see you, I'm gonna kick your ass, I get the response. But I didn't see that. I didn't get that from what he was saying. I just didn't get that from what he was saying. From what I got from what Kwame was saying was like, hey, y'all niggas talking all this shit and y'all talking about me. Y'all ain't got no evidence to say what it is that y'all saying about me. But here's the thing. If y'all don't like me, if y'all do want to talk, nigga, how am I what you saying I am, which is a bust, when I got my own? I'm my own man. I'm happy. I'm living my life. I'm not on the internet talking about y'all. Y'all niggas on the internet talking about me. So if that's what he's saying, how do you take that as being something where I want to fight or I want to get it in, I want to box or whatever the case may be? Why is that even a talking point or something to even bring up when you can clearly see that this man ain't even on that shit? He's clearly telling you where he's coming from. What the fuck y'all said was bogus. Here's why I'm saying y'all bogus. Here go my talking points to support what I'm saying that y'all said is bogus. And nigga, I'm happy and I'm living my life doing what the fuck I want to do. And I don't have no problems. Y'all niggas got a problem with me, obviously, because y'all niggas is talking about me and the shit is fucked up. And everybody on the internet said, nigga got a point. I'm with Kwame. I'm with Kwame on this one. He right. Stephen A was fucked up with what he said and what he did. Kwame's right. The shit Mike did, Kwame was right. The shit that them niggas was doing to Kwame because he was the rookie on the team and they wanted somebody else and how they treated him, he's right. Michael Jordan was a whole ass nigga for what he did. He's right. I'm just saying, what these niggas did 12 years after my career was over, y'all niggas still on y'all show talking about me, trying to make me the butt of y'all joke. I get it. You thought you was right, but here's what I'm proving that you're wrong. Charlamagne the God coming to your motherfucking rescue, trying to support you niggas and saying what y'all saying, thinking y'all right. Here you go. Charlamagne, you're wrong. And then here's the thing about Charlamagne. Charlamagne had the nerve to send this dude a cease and desist letter because Kwame brought up the dirt on Charlamagne. You know, the rape charge that this nigga had, you know, the no contest plea that he had for motherfucking drugging and having sex with a girl? Oh, don't want nobody talking about that though, huh, Charlamagne? You can go and get this nigga's whole family tree and talk about what this nigga daddy, granddaddy, great granddaddy, what his daddy did as a sharecropper. You can talk about what his grandpappy, grandmammy did when they worked on a slave plantation back in 1871. You can talk about all of that, all of the people that they done fought, all the people that done shot, killed, all of the rumors, everything that done went on in the small town that y'all live. You can talk about all that. But the minute a motherfucker bring up some rape shit that you pled guilty to, you pled no contest, which means I did it and I throw myself on the mercy of the court. I get a cease and desist letter talking about that though. After you done came out and talked sideways to me about some shit that had nothing to do with you, cause you trying to stand up for your friends. You on your TLC shit. What about your friends? You trying to stand up for them. And then I knocked them down, knocked your ass down, and now you gonna tell me I'm gonna go make an apology. I'm gonna read this statement and say I'm sorry, but as I'm doing that, I'm also gonna send this cease and desist letter. Nigga, you playing no contest. Exactly, Raji. That means you're saying you're guilty without saying the word guilty. You plead no contest. I throw myself on the mercy of the court. I did it. I'm copping to it. I don't give a fuck if you had a bad attorney. I don't care if you had a bad state's attorney. Whatever the fuck you have, I don't give a fuck. You played no contest, nigga. You did the shit. The girl said you did the shit. That's some fuck shit. Nigga, in the time of Me Too, I would like to know how this nigga has gotten a get out of jail free card. This nigga is walking between the raindrops. I'm just saying, it's like, dude, that shit, and what did he say? T.O. 1998 said, man, I remember when we used to laugh at Kwame Brown years back. I'm shocked everybody hiding. Dude, here's the thing. Plenty of people have said what was said about Kwame Brown. And what they said 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it is what it is. However, the fact that this dude finally came and told his side of the story, and it was fact after fact after fact after fact after fact, you can't say shit about that, dude. It's just like when we looked at the Bulls documentary. When you look back at that Bulls documentary, when you look back at everybody telling their story, unless you was a nigga that was there and you got your own side of the story to tell, you can't say shit. Everybody had their own opinions about the Bulls dynasty. Everybody had their own opinions about how the Bulls shit went down, what happened here, what happened there, what happened with Scotty, what happened with Mike, what happened with Reinsdorf. Not Reinsdorf, but Krause and Reinsdorf. And that shit all came out in this documentary. And unless one of them motherfuckers that was actually in it said something different, what can you say? The fact that Jerry Reinsdorf let Jerry Krause fuck up that dynasty and pissed off everybody because Jerry Krause wanted to get the shine like he was a celebrity, he fucked up a dynasty. Mike and them was right. They could have won at least 2 more championships. They could have won at least 2 more championships. He's right. But Reinsdorf and Krause fucked it all up. That's why Phil left. Once Phil left, that's why Mike left. Mike, like, I'm not fucking with another coach. I done put in too much work to get this shit to where it's at now. I'm not doing it. That's why Scotty left. Motherfuckers didn't want to pay him. I get it. Scotty signed the contract. Scotty did what he had to do. Wanted to renegotiate. I get it. The Bulls didn't renegotiate. Nigga, take that shit and leave it. Hey, man. There go the truth. There go the facts. So it's like, yeah, everybody said Kwame Brown was a bust. Yeah, everybody was talking that shit. Oh, Kwame this, he never really amount to what he was supposed to. But when that nigga came out and told the truth and told his side of the story, we now have all the evidence. All of the evidence has been submitted. The jury will now make a decision. And that's what the internet did. That's what the internet did, man. That's all it is. That's just how that shit goes. It's like once all of the facts are out, once everybody says it, what can you say? And if they didn't know, well, I'm pretty sure them niggas did know, but if they didn't know, and once they now know, if you don't know, now you know, then come forth and say, damn, I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know it was that bad. My bad, bro. You right. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's all it would have took. But no. Niggas love doubling down on stupid. Women raised men will do just what the fuck these niggas did. That's it. That's it. It's just that simple. So I just wanted to make sure that I got my part out about this. I have been watching this shit for a while, and I wanted to just make sure that I said my piece about it. Hey, man, it is what it is. I hope that from all this shit, the back and forth and everything that's been said, I hope that this is a true wake-up call to men. Men, we need to start acting like men. We need to start being the men that we were called to be. And when you make a mistake, you say something that's wrong, tell the truth and take responsibility. It's okay to apologize when you've done something wrong. It's okay to motherfucking go back and say, damn, what I did here was the wrong thing to do, and I apologize for it. It's okay. Why the fuck you feel the need to where you want to harp on it and just double down on stupid and go back and forth and throw shots at each other? Or throw shots because you mad because a nigga called you out on your fuck shit? I don't understand it. I don't get it, and I don't like it. I hope that these men that are watching this, I hope that everybody that's on the internet that's watching this, that's tuning in to every Kwame podcast, that's tuning in to everybody that's talking about this, everybody that's going live about this shit, look at what happened. You had a man that was being talked about by some other black men, and the fact that that black man came out and brought the facts of what actually happened, it turned all this shit around and it blew up in their face like it's supposed to. The truth shall set you free. Tell the truth, man. Tell the facts. Talk facts. Bring out the facts. The fact that, man, everybody been joking about him for years. Yeah, you're right. People been calling him the butt of jokes for years, man. I was just, doing the same thing everybody else did. Yeah, you're right. However, when this nigga came out and told the truth about what actually happened and gave his side of the story, nigga, it showed that what you were saying and what you was joking about was wrong. It's that simple. You were wrong. Stack 5, you were wrong. Charlamagne, you were wrong. Stephen A, you were wrong. That's the moment where you come back and say, damn, I was fucked up what I did. I apologize, bro. I understand if you still want to go in on me and talk crazy about me and do me in and shit like that. You're going to keep hitting me with your mama's cooking. I get it, bro. Because I stepped in that shit. And now I got to wait until the shit get cleaned off my shoe. I got to wait until I get the smell off of it. For a minute, I might stink. Whether it's for 5 days, like this whole ass nigga was talking about, or if it's for 5 weeks, or if it's for 5 months. That's my punishment. I'm going to take it like a man. I'm going to take it like a man. That's all it is. And it's like the fact that a nigga is bringing out the same shit you did to that nigga. Now this nigga doing the shit to you, and now you mad you sending cease and desist letters because he talking about you and your rape allegations? I'm sorry, your rape convictions? Ain't no allegations when you're convicted. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. It's like, dude, come the fuck on. I didn't see what Joe Budden said. I haven't seen that. I have to take a look at that to see if what he said. I don't know what Joe Budden said. But that shit is what it is, man. When you fuck up and you open your mouth and you put you put some words out and you talk against a man, and the man comes back and refutes that shit and he's right, just say you sorry. That's it. Apologize, be cool with it, and move on like a man. Be genuine in what you're saying, be authentic in your apology, and I'm telling you, a real man will accept it and move on. That's it, man. So I hope that, like I said, out of everything that's been said tonight, I hope that we get this thing brought to the forefront even more. Men, let's start being accountable and responsible for the shit that we're doing. I know we talk shit about women. We talk about getting women on point, but we have to make sure that we're holding the line. We have to make sure that we're being the example. We have to make sure that we're that vision of good when it comes down to us being accountable and responsible for each other and how we treat each other. That shit matters, and the shit is extremely important. We want to get our women on board with this shit. We want our women to stop being ratchet hoes. We want our women to stop doing fuck shit. Cool. Call that shit out. And right along the way, when we see men do fuck shit, we need to be right there on and say, whoa, bro. That shit ain't cool, what you did. That shit was wrong. Hey, man, what you said was bogus. You need to go fix it. That's it. If I can tell and teach my daughter to do that, sweetheart, what you did was wrong. How do you fix it? I go apologize. Exactly. Go apologize. It was an accident. It wasn't intentional, but you still did it. You fixed it. Now you can move on. Now, if you want to finish crying, you can, but you fixed it already. It's over and done with. It's okay that you still feel bad for what you've done because you did it, but now you fixed it. That's all it is, man. Men, fix the fuck ups that you create in life. You're going to make mistakes. We all going to make mistakes. Like, I love what my man Ray Lewis said. It's not about being 1-6. It's about what you do when you 1-6. What you do after you go 1-6 is what matters. It's not about what you say when you fuck up and say something wrong. It's about what you do when you say something that's wrong. I tell women this all the time. Listen to what a man says, but watch what a man does. Because what a man does is who a man is. I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. I hope that Charlamagne, Matt Barnes, Stack 5, Stephen A, anybody else who riding on that fucked up train that them niggas is on, I hope that they can see this shit and take it as a learning opportunity to make themselves better men. I honestly do. I hope that this whole situation takes Kwame Brown to whatever heights that he's supposed to be on and take him as far as he can take this shit. Brother, you deserve it. Go ahead and do you. Get out there. Don't think that anybody out there owes you anything. Go do you, bro. Get yours while you can get it. You hot? Strike while the iron's hot. Ain't no better time to strike. I be going live every chance I get. Every chance I can get, I be doing it. Build your channel up, bro. Build your Instagram and all that shit up, bro. Get your social media popping. And, man, keep strengthening your platform off this fuck shit these niggas have done, man. And do your thing, dude. Salute to everybody that's watching this. If you're watching this for the first time, please click the like button. Please click the subscribe button. I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab. Shout out to my man Guiltless who hit your boy off with $2. I think I hit everybody else up that supported me tonight. If you are watching this on the replay, you can still donate and click that like button. And please, anybody that goes in the comments section, don't leave me no comments talking about why it take you so long to play this video. Don't leave me no comments saying just play the video. Don't leave me no comments saying it shouldn't take you 2.5 hours to play the video. That ain't what we do here. This is a commentary channel. This is a channel for discussion and me running my fucking mouth. It's my right as an American, and it's my right as a YouTuber and a content creator. I'm a big YouTuber. No, I'm not. I'm a small YouTuber. Remember, I'm just an old country boy with a small YouTube channel, but I do work hard for my subscribers. I thank y'all so much. I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a great night. Peace, and I'm out.
What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab, and I need you to do two things. What are those two things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's two of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff. Anything that's happening, I'm willing to have a conversation about it, so come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.